Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. And there he is, the man of the hour, the man from the north. Of course, it is Speedy. How you doing, young man?
Good. How are you doing, Scorekeeper?
Well, I was doing fine up until a moment I decided to speak. I just tried to talk. Voice is
Yeah.
gone. So it'll be a lot easier for everyone else since I'm unable to speak.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's all good. How are you? It is Super Bowl weekend. You jazzed, excited, or don't give a rat's? But
In between excited and I don't know.
well, I'm really happy. I am looking forward to the game. I am on nonstop mode. I started Wednesday night, and I cease operations at 2:00 on Sunday. I'm just not there yet, so we'll see. Oh man, I'm tired already, and that's why my voice is going. I don't know how many appointments I had yesterday. I think I had 10, I had 10 yesterday. Wow. I have 12 scheduled for today. And that's just scheduled. That doesn't mean I'm going to have 12. I'm going to have a lot more than that. So I'm talking too much, Speedy.
Well, I've only got an hour and a half with you guys here today, so hopefully the other guys show up and help you along today. Good morning, Tony. How you doing? Tony's in the chat room.
Good morning, Tony. Yes, Tony. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yes, it is a wonderful weekend. Of course, we are right in the middle of the Olympics, ladies and gentlemen. It will not end till next Sunday, so we still have quite a bit going on. Let's see, it's 2 weeks and a few days for the Olympics. The end ceremonies, of course, will be on February 20th. So that's the week after the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that goes. But very quickly, I'm going to get to it. What's the weather like up there, young man? Because over here, well, my iWatch says it's 57 degrees, but as I check at weather.com, it's 55 degrees. It's not as cold as it's been in the last few weeks. It was as cold as like 37 degrees in the morning. How is it up there with you right now?
Yeah, it's about 52, 53. And it was crazy though because at 7:45 last night, we had a 3.2 jolt up here.
Really?
Yeah. And ironically, it's actually in the same section of freeway by one of the mega churches up here. And I didn't feel the one that we had on Sunday because that one happened at 4:01 p.m. But I was driving on that freeway where it actually happened. But when you're driving, you can't feel an earthquake.
Well, 3.1 probably not, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, that's what they said it was for Sunday. I'm sure the one from last night was about 3 point something. But I was just sitting here. I'm just here on my computer in front of me, and then behind me is my TV, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I was watching something, and then all of a sudden I thought the dumpster truck came and what?
I don't know if you can hear it.
I can
see it.
I can hear it.
I have.
Oh my God!
The big dog is here. Oh,
in person.
And where's our third person?
Yeah, I don't know where our third person is.
There is no third person.
No, there is no third person.
Why not? I brought her coffee, damn it.
No kidding. Never got a hold of me this week. She's probably watching right now. Gridiron Girl.
But did she talk to you?
I'm sorry? No.
You said she never got a hold of you. So I'm saying no, but did she talk to you?
No, she did not. Anyway, let me see if I can get this mic, the other proper mic, go.
I don't know, Gridiron Girl. I'm not down there with them, so. Apparently, Big Dog had said that they asked you, and well, you heard Scorekeeper, you heard Big Dog's response because Scorekeeper said you never called me. Big Dog said, "Well, I've been calling you." So, Gridiron Girl, I don't know. That's between you and them. Oh, Tony, don't leave. Just call in sick. Just, well, with all this stuff going on. But then again, like I said in November, with all this COVID stuff going on, you can't really. How would they know if you're actually sick now? So. Oh, okay. All right. Let me hold on. Let me tell Scorekeeper here in a private message. We can't hear him. Okay, well, that didn't work.
All right,
Yeah.
are you able to hear us now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
He says
All right, now you're able to hear us.
I just got the PM saying he says he can't hear you.
Okay. But Big Dog can hear you right now.
No, I'm gonna plug in right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have that awful echo again?
And just have the that I have to deal with.
I'm sorry, Big Dog.
No, that's fine.
You have that echo.
It is a happy sacrifice for being able to sit here with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Folks, we are having technical difficulties. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, look, the reality is I have been busy. I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't even schedule the program till this morning because I've been running behind. I am, thank God, or me, however, both. I've been drowning in work, and I'm just drowning. And I'm just going from job to job to job.
Got to pay for that Alaskan vacation, man.
Oh, it's already paid for.
Alaskan vacation.
That one's already paid for. And I'm trying to get the others, but stupid Major League Baseball won't
acknowledge you.
No, they're on strike right now, the idiots. Anyway, I do apologize, folks, for the technical difficulties. I'm sorry, Big Dog, that you have that. I'm really stunned that you're here. I really am. You got me off guard.
I told you I'd be here.
I mean, right now, when the door opened, I'm like, it's Gmo? What the hell?
That's why I had to. Well, you knew as soon as the Ric Flair song hit.
Yeah, I know the song, but I don't think Scorekeeping is. I was like, oh my God, he's here.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely stunned. I don't know if you see it in the chat room, but Gridiron Girl says she's very upset with you guys. You didn't call her.
Yeah, she didn't call me either. There's the big dog. All right.
I'm not down there. I told her it's between you guys and her. So, what's up, big dog?
Of course, I'm the one that has to do everything. So, all right, except for the big dog when he's here.
I brought you Java for you.
Huh?
You have 2, in fact, now.
I was thinking of the 7-Eleven this morning when I was like, man, you invest so much money in that 7-Eleven. I know their numbers had gone down. Are you guys hearing me in echo by chance?
No.
Okay, that's a good thing.
And I
That's a very good
you now. Since I muted it and now I put the volume all the way down, I can't even hear you. Secondary.
That's good. I'm glad. But you're able to hear everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you are the man, big dog.
Right,
I owe you a professional and a personal apology.
And you have a choice of blueberry or Trevor cuties. Your choice.
That one would have been hers, the strawberry. I want the blueberry. Thank you. I've missed having the big dog right here in front of me.
I missed being here.
Yeah, big dog. I owe you a professional apology and a personal one. I'm sorry. I've been busy. Even at work, folks, I've been busy. I mean, you can tell I'm not on the internet.
You're not the one who ghosted us.
What? Oh, thank you. No, I'm not the one. But it's all good.
Love you, though.
I don't know. She may not be talking right now. So you're still waiting for the Lyft driver. All right. So if I send a Lyft driver to go pick you up right now.
But she's supposed to be here for taxes, right? Also.
Never scheduled this week.
Oh, I thought she had already done. Oh, never. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Never mind.
She doesn't have never scheduled an appointment. You see what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
Oh, shit. If I would have known that, I would have brought my papers and would have done it after, since you said the show was going to end at 9 o'clock.
It is, because I have quite a bit to do this morning. So.
You are a busy man.
Gridiron Girl, if you want me to send a Lyft driver right now, I will send the Lyft driver. So we'll go. A big dog shaking out all my toys now. It's kind of cool.
I'm looking at the coins up there.
Yes, those have been given to me either by my daughter or some other guests that have shown up.
And I see you have your, now that you're single, you have your balls back.
I'm sorry.
And only one of them is blue.
Are you able to hear the big dog?
Yeah, but I'm just. Did he say bald spot? Is that what you said, big dog?
How's that? Is that better? Are you not picking me up?
I don't think so. It's coming out of here.
Oh, that's odd. All right, then let me do it the other way then.
Because it looks like you're muted.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to try and unmute, see what happens. How's that?
There we go.
Okay.
You and I both have the echo.
Oh, now you have an echo?
Yeah,
sorry.
but it's no. It works. If I have the echo, we're okay.
Can you hear me now, Matt?
Yeah.
Or is it really low?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you fine. But it sounded like a minute ago, like you said something about a bald spot. What is that all about?
No, I said now that he's single, he has his 2 balls back and only one of them are blue.
Oh, okay. That's what you said.
Boy, do I miss an interaction.
You do.
Anyway, it's still... Ooh. It'll be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really inside my head right now.
Literally.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now I've got the echo. It's doing it again.
You have the echo now?
Yeah. Wait. Maybe not.
How's that?
No.
Is that no more echo?
Yeah, you muted yourself. It's
I
fine.
know. I did it on purpose.
I'm
But
sorry.
I'm gonna raise
Can
it
they
this
hear
way.
you now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine, big dog.
Is the echo?
Oh,
not
we
that
are
bad?
able to hear him?
Yeah.
Oh,
How's the echo for you?
gone?
Okay. Only I have it then. All right. No problem.
Oh.
Sorry.
We'll switch off.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. I really got caught. I didn't expect the big dog to be here this morning. I really was not. So I do apologize, and I'm sorry for the technical difficulty we had this morning. I pulled it out. Mic went out.
Excuse me?
I did.
Pulled
You
it out?
saw
I don't wanna
the
see
mic. You saw it. I pulled it out. We lost connection.
I don't want to see you pull it out.
Wait a minute. Link me up.
I
What
guess
does
she
that mean?
wants you to give her a ride still.
Where does she live?
was Covina. Or no, I'm sorry. Oh, no, in Glendora. Just over the hill.
Oh, I thought it was Covina Hills.
It's something hills.
Covina Hills.
Yeah. She lives in a nice part of town.
There's no Glendora Hills.
It's so very nice. So, Gridiron Girl, let me know. Seriously.
I wish I would have known. I would have gotten up an extra half hour early and picked her up.
Yeah, I was up at 4 this morning. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm stressed out because of all the work I have to do.
No,
I just have work.
She's not talking about that. She's talking about the link for the actual show.
Oh, so she's gonna come on.
Oh.
All right.
I'm stunned. Okay.
There you are.
I'm gonna send it to you via Facebook, young lady. So let me go ahead and do that. Oh, now my daughter says I'm awake now. So I know she hasn't been feeling very well. We'll see. There it is. All right, Gridiron Girl. I'm sending it to you. And there it is. It's in quotation marks. You're going to need to copy and paste what's in, or just follow the links.
Just click on the link.
My heart is racing. It's like Gridiron Girl is actually going to join us. I can't believe it. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, while we do that, folks, just very quickly, as you know, I mentioned it's only 55 degrees right now. It is 55 degrees. It was 57 earlier. This is the thing about Pomona. It gets colder as the sun rises due to the fact that we're in a cul-de-sac of a valley. That is not an official geologic term, but it is what it is. Big Dog, 68 degrees.
Oh, there we go. No.
Oh, 57. He just had 68, so we'll see. But anyway, it's going to get to a high of 85 today.
Oh, I'm showing 87 for you. And
I believe it.
And I'm showing 88 for me.
It's going to be very, very warm. It'll be a good day.
It's going to be a great day with the sun coming up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a high of 85, overnight low of 58. It's 28% humidity right now. Pressure's 30.08 inches. Visibility is 10 miles, allegedly. The wind is heading to the southwest, more or less, at 5 miles per hour. The dew point is at 22 degrees. Of course, at this hour, UV index is 0 of 10, and the moon phase is the waxing gibbous. So we're looking to have a good day today. Don't know what the pollen count's going to be.
The moon waxed its gibbous? Holy crap.
Yep.
That's getting nasty.
I don't know, Big Dog. Is that what you normally
No, I don't wax
for?
anything.
Oh.
I'm a hairy bastard. I'm back.
No shit.
Wow.
You're telling me, wow. Anyway, I don't know if you guys caught the event that happened at the Coliseum last week. It was a NASCAR event. Did you? Oh, what's wrong, Big Dog? Don't like the coffee?
Not really. All right.
The hell with your weather, says Coffee. It's minus 15 where he's at, and it feels like minus 24 with the wind. The only wind that's generated right here in this office is every time both Big Dog and I speak. So we're okay with the wind, right? Yeah.
As long as it comes out of our mouths and not the other end.
Big Dog, it has been so long that you've been here. It's kind of like it's been more than a year due to COVID. Wow.
It's been that long.
Were you in here for tax season last year?
I thought I came in once or twice. I mean,
it's been a while.
It's been less than 5 times in the last year. Maybe less than 3 times.
I don't know if Gridiron Girl is making her way in, but I did send her the link. We'll see what happens. But if you guys saw it, of course, there was the event at the Coliseum this weekend where they were racing around. Very big event, very popular. I don't know if anyone had a chance to see it, but that's their spring training, of course. We have the Super Bowl tomorrow at SoFi Stadium. As I mentioned earlier, the Winter Olympics come to an end next week, and Daytona opens up. And then I believe we have the NBA All-Star game in Cleveland, right, Big Dog?
Oh, he's going.
So, not too bad. A few things going on. As I mentioned to you, a lot of stuff is going on in February for being a winter time, there's a lot of stuff. And of course, after that, on the 27th, NASCAR is going to Fontana, or as we call it colloquially, Fontucky.
That's right.
And IndyCar opens up in St. Petersburg. So, really good stuff. The weather down south is not bad. I just have the jacket on only because I stepped outside. But
It's a little.
Big Dog is in a short sleeve Angels jersey. I was so unprepared. I just got a shirt on, man.
I'm just glad you're wearing pants.
Ah!
There's so many times you come in when, especially when we didn't have a camera anymore, you would just, floating out there.
Check it out. We're gonna change There we go. There we go. We're gonna change the logo. That's how we're gonna do it this morning. That should just be the new face logo in the background behind us.
Is that Baby Shit Brown?
It is.
No. Come on. You know who that is.
No, I'm just saying the color.
We're just talking about the color.
I know it's the Giants.
Okay, I was about to virtually give you a stunner if you didn't. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Folks, as we get closer to the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to be switching to the Super Bowl, of course. I have lots of trivia lined up, a lot of historical facts and stuff. Hopefully we'll get to that. If you guys have any trivia for it, have it ready to go. I don't know if the Big Dog has a joke.
She said,
Speedy.
"Where am I looking? I can't find the link."
Yeah, she.
PM, send her via PM. Or try to go.
I sent it to her via Facebook.
Gig, aren't you on the Sports Talk PM? Because the link is there.
Okay. I'm going to put it right here in the chat room.
Copy and paste, and then go to your
I sent her a direct one. And I will put it on the Sports Talk with the Guys one.
It's already there.
So. Oh, I hear it in the background.
Yeah,
Speedy,
me
you
too.
got a message.
So did I.
The box that says StreamYard, Gridiron Girl, just click on it, just touch it, just take the initiative. Go ahead and see.
Right click it if you don't have a touch screen.
If you have an iPad, I don't know.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
I woke up at 4. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to the office right now.
So did I.
That didn't happen until about 5:30. But
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I wouldn't wake up at 4.
And then I, of course, at about 5:30, I was feeling so well. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do the program. There's just no way. And I said, okay, no, I got to make it. So I did. And then this is how I didn't even know the Big Dog was going to be here today, that I was considering just canceling the program this morning. Oh, my goodness. That's how tired I am right now. But it's all good. As I mentioned, we will, at the 7 o'clock hour, we will be able to talk the big game stuff. But for those of you that know or don't know, what did Matt the bank robber say to his partner, Gridiron Girl, when Gridiron Girl got them caught?
I don't know.
Whoever said that crime doesn't pay must have worked with you.
It's Scorekeeper.
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready for the joke, okay?
Mm-hmm. God bless you, Big Dog.
Thank you. You blessed me.
That was.
And I am seated on the right hand.
That.
Remember the Pope joke?
Go ahead and tell it.
Matt's here. I don't
Matt doesn't believe in the Pope, so it's all right.
Yeah, with that joke you just gave out, it was funny, but it was a little corny too. So.
Oh, it's because you were in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see. If I can save you guys with a joke.
Hopefully, Gridiron Girl will be able to join us shortly. We'll see. But anyway, just a few things that we have going right now. As you know, the big event is going to happen this weekend. I don't know. I've noticed at work and other places such as that, the conversation about the Super Bowl has been muted. It has just really been, are you going to watch the game? It's not even who are you going for, which has really surprised me over the years, at least in my universe. And I I'm looking forward to the game. I am not necessarily a Rams fan. I am a Matthew Stafford, and I've been for a while. So when the Rams picked him up, I was really jazzed about it. So I have been quietly cheering for the Rams. And for the Super Bowl, I almost never have a player or anything in the game, and this time I do. I have to say I'm going for the Rams. Speedy, are you just going to enjoy the game, or are you taking sides on this one?
Well, considering I'm back awfully busy with playing drums at several different churches tomorrow, I will probably only catch the third and fourth quarter. So we'll see what happens with that. But since you gave me the floor, I'm going to take this opportunity now to do this, because what has happened with the NFL is it's getting a little weird. Check this out.
I found all of the allegations, whether they were based on racism or discrimination or the integrity of our game, all of those, to me, were very disturbing. They are very serious matters to us on all levels, and we need to make sure we get to the bottom of all of them. Integrity of the game is obviously an important element, just as making sure we have the right culture in our organizations across the league and at clubs. But we are going to look into that.
Yeah, and
Who was that?
That was Roger Goodell.
And what allegations are
Right.
you talking about?
the whole Brian Flores and the allegations with black coaches not being hired enough. And then he had this to say.
In terms of saying some things are not right, but also admitting that there are problems.
A black reporter got up and said, as a black man in
Black head coach in the league, there's now
So yeah, there's that. Where are they going? Because he didn't this week on the press conference. He was like, well, I was already asked that question. No, we can't really answer that one. But he more wanted to talk about the Super Bowl, and one of the things he addressed with tomorrow being the Super Bowl, in light to the whole fan attack, he said there's going to be so much security, we're fine. We will not have a repeat incident. And we can't do any, I don't know why, but he said they can't do anything about the whole jacking of the prices for the parking lot, which is ridiculous.
Jesus.
I'm sure you guys heard about that, right?
No, yeah, we're hearing you.
I'm sure you heard about how people are like, you want to pay $3,500 for a parking spot?
How much?
Oh, wait a minute. I did get an aftertaste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, how can you control the parking lot? It's people that live around there and businesses. They're charging whatever they want. I understand that there are rates that are like $66
Oh,
for
that's
the
cheap.
most inexpensive ones. But I thought we talked about on one of the programs that you can pay up to $7,000, but you get a whole special, you get to go into the stadium and stuff, and it's really cool. It's really nice.
The really expensive one, you're at like underneath the stadium.
Yeah.
But you're paying, I think, $7,000 to $13,000. That's just for parking. Doesn't even get you in the door. Get you under the door.
It's unbelievable. But, I mean, it is crazy, folks. But, look, if the prices are that high, are people paying them? It's very simple. Are you going to keep it at $7,000 if no one is buying? But if someone is paying for it, I mean, look, this is America, unfortunately. No one is gouging.
What? Yeah, I'd consider that gouging.
Well, it's gouging if you don't have other opportunities.
Yeah, okay.
What the team is doing in charging 7 to whatever it is, thousands, you've chosen to drive into the stadium and you get the experience, you get all that stuff. Personally, that's not gouging, and even legally, I don't know if it would be that. But remember, price gouging is normally when you have a disaster and you walk into a store and the Twinkie now costs $20. I mean, that's gouging, where it's like you have no other option. You're hungry, you need something.
Don't use it.
All right.
That's the one.
Thank you, Big Dog.
That was bad.
Oh, it looks like the 7-Eleven on the corner of Vinton. It was some bad stuff.
Some bad hazelnut.
Yeah. Just dump that coffee, Big Dog. The one that.
Yeah, it's over there, so we won't drink it. But this one is yours. That one's good. And you probably have some creamer there, but here's too. That's for you.
Wow, I just got a message that the Super Bowl is on my Roku device, so I'll be able to stream it. Kind of neat. As you know, this year it is on NBC Peacock channel, so it's free on Peacock because Peacock actually has a free option, so you would be able to watch the game. But I understand it's going to be on a lot of different platforms.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But anyway, going back to your topic, Speedy, about the parking. Look, there's a lot of ways to get there. You can actually walk. I know. You can take Uber and Lyft. And there are metro lines, nothing like light rail or subway. You have the green line to the south, which is about a mile. And in Southern California, that's like walking across the Sahara. So,
especially with the weather being what it's going to be.
By the way, I didn't make that connection, but very good. So, Speedy, oh my God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the Extravaganza has become
Hold on.
the Extravaganza. We might get a copyright strike.
Well, only for like 10 seconds.
Well, it'll be enough, but go ahead.
She is here.
Good morning, Gridiron Girl. Wow. Good morning. How are you, young lady?
Morning, guys.
Wow. This is, I can never say anything ever again.
The 2021-22 champion prognosticator of Sports Talk with the Guys. And it's a gal.
How many did she win me by? How many wins? Was it 1 or 2?
I'll tell you right now.
I have no problem finishing second place, Gridiron Girl. None whatsoever.
He's lying. He was crawled up in a ball.
I know.
In the corner.
Actually, I was not crawled up in the ball. I was pissed. I was mad. Man. I was mad. That's all right.
Serves you right.
As long as I beat the big dog. Just kidding. Because the big dog turned out to be a really great... Oh, lots of technical difficulties, Gridiron Girl. But all kidding aside, Speedy had just mentioned a few moments ago about the parking situation. Have you heard about what's going on around SoFi? The NFL, or SoFi Stadium, the Rams, the ownership group has an experience package that starts somewhere between $7,000 and goes up to $13,000. But the parking all around the stadium, as Big Dog commented, at $66. In some places is expensive. But the parking is unreal right now. Would you, if you had tickets, how much would you pay for parking? Gridiron Girl.
I would take the Metro Link to an Uber driver or something like that. I'm not going to spend that much money.
I can imagine they'll charge for Sunday.
Within 2 hours of the game, I believe the charges would be sky high for Uber. But going to the stadium, I don't think would be that expensive.
I think there's a Hawthorne station, or...
I'm sorry?
I think there's a Hawthorne Metro Link that goes right by this. That's the best, most affordable way to get there.
As a matter of fact, it is. You have the green line, which I mentioned or alluded to just a moment ago, which is to the south, and it's about a mile away.
The green line goes through there?
The green line is on the 105 freeway, the center median.
I thought that was the. Oh no, that is the green line. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I was thinking by where I used to live. But that's a yellow line.
Just smiled by the transit advocate group right here. It's like, yeah.
She beat you by 2 wins. She was 166 and 88, and you were 164 and 88 because you did not guess on 2 of them.
And as I told the big dog that there was a game that I did not guess on, which I should have taken the loss. Because even though people did not give me that when I should have had the loss, big dog didn't give me the loss.
Nope.
But
It had to be fair.
I guess it had to be fair. And that was one I'm like, but dude, my intent was to go for that team that had lost. But it doesn't matter.
She won.
Oh.
She won percentage-wise. She won win-wise.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I missed it. I was looking at it.
I got attitude from Gridiron Girl. Oh, my God. Good morning, Roz. Oh, you did that very well. Oh, you must have 4 daughters.
Hi, Roz.
Hi, Rod.
Good morning, Roz. So, I believe in taking public transportation as well. I am a firm believer in it. Thank you, Roz, for the little bit of love this morning. Appreciate it. And look, I'm a big believer of public transport. When I went to Seattle, you all know I used Metro. When I went to San Francisco, I used Metro.
Which is the one you hated? Was it Seattle?
No, I actually loved Seattle.
Well, there was one that you went to that you said you absolutely hated it. You thought it was crappy. Was San Francisco? Was it BART?
Well, it must have been the San Francisco one, but I don't know if I actually hated it per se. It's just because we had to walk about 12 blocks from the subway station. I was fine. My daughter was, but when we were leaving the game, you realize you're walking uphill.
Yeah.
And when you're walking uphill, going to the subway stop, it gets a bit tiring. My daughter was very, very tired after that. So it's where I promised her on the way back in the flight. I said, I'm sorry, sweetheart, we will never do, well, with you included, I'll never do a day trip again. I'll do it any day of the week. But my daughter said if we do Seattle again, she would readily do a day trip. She really did enjoy Seattle. Because, as I mentioned, and I've already bored all of you to death, that when we exited the stadium, the Metro stop was maybe half a mile away. Maybe. We walked downstairs, crossed an industrial street, and we got to the station. We were on the second Metro train, 30 minutes back to the airport. You get to the Metro airport stop, you walk, you're already elevated. So you walk across the parking lot. You can actually look down and see the parked cars. And there are the gates. It's crazy. Seattle's got it going. I've been to Portland. I've seen that when you fly into Portland, the Metro is right at the end of the terminal. Why does everyone make it work except for Los Angeles?
Because there's not enough money to be pocketed all the way around.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So let me see.
Those county workers have to get their money first. So.
Did Scorekeeper call you by your right name? That's funny.
Oh, wait. Did I use her first name or Gridiron Girl?
Or gig.
I thought I said Gridiron Girl. I almost always say Gridiron Girl. I've been programmed by the big dog. And he refers to you as Gig. So it's all good. You know, who knows? Maybe Roz will join us as well. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little early over there, but we'll see. But anyway, so we're already doing some of the Super Bowl talk right now. I don't know if any of you have been watching the Olympics, but as I commented last week.
Exactly.
The Commie Olympics. I commented last week that the TV ratings for the Olympics are down by more than half. NBC is taking a bath on this, and it's the numbers have not even improved. It's just worse and worse. And when you have fake snow at the Olympics for the Winter Olympics, I guess you
fake
have
snow?
some issues.
Wow.
When I when I had a business meeting last night and the TVs were on, my compatriot who was with me at the time, she asked, she goes, "Oh look, is that the town right next to the Olympic Village?" No, that's the dotted snow on the hillside. You could tell the course itself, pure, pearly white, everything, but just off to the sides, it was almost green with just dots of snow. So you could tell. She thought it was people that live there, but that's okay. She's good at running the office. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, well, that you should see what Rod just said. She can't join us today anyway.
Oh, why? What's up? Oh, she's at the laundromat.
She's
and
at
it's
the
nuts
spot.
there.
She's
You
at
got the spot.
Actually, she's been there often. So, without having to say anything, Roz, I am looking forward to you not being at the laundromat for much longer. So that should be a good thing. We'll see. But anyway, when I lived in the apartment in Paramount for a year and a half, it was terribly miserable for us that we had to go do laundry there, and I just oh my god, it was the worst. But yeah, I gotta admit, having a washer machine and a dryer inside the house,
What are you talking about in the apartment? You never did laundry.
we did.
You did laundry. You did laundry.
Yep.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. The story that he said, I learned how to wash clothes today. I learned how
Oh,
to fold.
you guys think that that's real? Come on. I'm being sarcastic.
I've known you for
Oh, the dryer. Why doesn't it fold the clothes? Come on. That was a joke, people.
What was that?
Was that your stomach?
No, that
Good
wasn't me.
God. Speedy, that was last time. I still have withdrawals. I mean, it was a monster.
this would be like 3 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
No, right now that was not me. That came through my speakers.
Okay, wow.
Wait a minute, Gig is laughing a little too much. Was that you, Gig?
Oh my God, she's red now.
It was
Oh
her.
my God, what was it, Gridiron Girl?
My dog.
Her dog farted.
The dog's like, let me just walk in the view right now. Do this.
What did your dog do? Did your dog actually?
He growled. He
growled.
Yeah.
That's why I said, Matt, what's up with your stomach, dude?
Yeah.
No, I heard a growl too, and I was like, that's why I went like this. That's why I'm like my speakers are right here. My speakers are right here, and I was like, I hear a growl. That's not me at all.
Notice the dog growled, but Gridiron Girl's doing this.
Well, no, because she's laughing so much. She
Is that what it is?
Yes.
All right. That's what it is. Anyway, it's all good. Gridiron Girl, it is a thrill that you have joined us this morning. What are some of the things that you wanted to talk about before we actually get to the prognostication of this game? Because Gridiron Girl, thank God, this is the first of many visits now.
Okay.
She didn't say yes. She just said okay.
Look, I am stunned that
So
she
what's
joined
up
us
with
by
Trevor
video.
Bauer?
Oh,
Yes, we talked.
let's get to
We
Mr. Bauer
messaged each
right
other
away.
about that yesterday.
Big Dog, you want to take the lead on that one?
Let's hear it.
The Pasadena Police Department decided not to press charges, assault charges, on Trevor Bauer. I don't know if it was, or the LA County District Attorney, in conjunction with the Pasadena Police Department, decided that there was not enough evidence to support the assault charges. Now, Scorekeeper and myself talked about this as soon as it happened, and there was a lot of excruciating circumstances afterwards because of those texts that went back and forth, and the fact that her texts especially the one that said, "Hey, I want to make some money off of this," or paraphrasing that.
To that effect.
Yeah, to that effect. And the fact that when either in between the first and the second encounter, or the beginning of the first encounter, where she's telling him exactly what she wants done to her, and his answer was, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's what I want." So based on that and everything, and the fact, I think they did a lot of interviews with her past encounters with other people that seem to line up the same way, that essentially she's into rough sex, extremely rough sex. And Bauer, I guess, is along those lines, enjoys that also. And I think it just got out of hand. Or she decided, hey, he's a really famous guy that makes lots of money. Let's see what I can do with this.
One of the things that Trevor Bauer mentioned after this came to pass, he said, we stated from the get-go that the pictures that were released by her attorney and her, of course, he didn't know. It's no way. Didn't look that way. Didn't. You know, those he was claiming were clearly fake, and that we've claimed from the get-go that nothing happened. Okay, you can say whatever you want. The restraining order was clearly shot down, and now, and this is where I have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen, there's only so much commentary I can add. I can say this. If you look at the timeline on Sports Talk with the Guys, our notice did go up before it was officially released. That's as far as I'm going to go. All I can tell you is that I have to be very careful on how I comment on this issue for disclosure reasons. Number one, I am employed by the County of Los Angeles, so I can only comment so much. And why Sports Talk with the Guys was able to post the notice before it went public, let's just say that there was a timing issue involved. We'll leave it at that.
What were your thoughts about that, Gridiron Girl?
I think Gridiron Girl was both disappointed and angry. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
On
Trevor Bauer.
of the girl that it was all
The whole
bullshit.
thing.
I called
Oh.
bullshit at the beginning.
Wow. right.
But I don't know.
So is Bauer going to remain a Dodger?
I don't think so.
Years
'cause
left
I-
on his contract? 1 year? 2 years? 1 year? 3 years? I always catch him when he's eating at that perfect hour.
Nice. Did you bring him a donut?
He's actually eating a blueberry muffin.
Oh, okay. Did you bring me one? You thought I was going to be there?
Actually, yes, I did.
Uh-huh.
See, there's 2 left.
And coffee?
And coffee.
What the hell?
And it's a strawberry cream cheese
Look,
muffin, too.
there's 2 right here. Big Dog, would you show her yours? See,
Well, I can't
there's
show her
3
mine.
of them.
Yeah, right behind Scorekeeper. That's the other place where you would have been sitting.
No,
Well-
she would be sitting next to me.
She would be sitting next to the Big Dog.
Right.
She would be like right here.
Or on my lap, one or the other.
Hey!
Hey. Bad big dog.
Oh, straight to hit you on screen. Oh, be careful, Gridiron Girl. He's into that stuff. So
No.
Never mind.
No, I'm not a Trevor Bauer.
I didn't say that. You try to slap him, and I said he's into that.
No, I'll turn my hips, or you know.
What did I tell you? But he denied it right now. That's
So this
okay.
baseball strike, what's happening with that one also?
Okay,
Good segue.
it's clear that they're far apart. Major League Baseball players have now stated clearly that they are against any method that will artificially reduce their salaries. And number one is the qualifying offer that will lead to a draft pick. That it causes salaries to go down. The second thing, they are against the luxury tax on how it's become. And it has magnified over the years. So, are you going? A little cold. Oh, he's a little cold. Did you want to put that heater on over there? Big dog? Oh, little big dog's a cold dog right now.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
They also, as I mentioned, they want to get rid of the luxury tax in its current form. I believe that they're okay with a luxury tax, but the way it has added the penalties, not unlike the NBA, where they have repeat offender penalties. Now, with the NBA, it's pretty bad. But Major League Baseball,
players want to get rid of it?
Of course. They want to get rid of the luxury tax.
Why?
Why? Because the luxury tax has caused the average overall salary to decrease over the last 6 years.
Then they should take a look at the model that the NBA is, because there is
they want the luxury tax gone.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe they should look at the NBA, because they have a luxury tax, and salaries have never been higher. In fact, we're going to have a $50 million man next year. That's never happened.
It's not gonna. We're still a long way off from that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if they're complaining about it, that they want it gone because they think salaries go down, the owners are going to say, well, look at the NBA. They have a luxury tax that's a million times worse than ours, and their salaries are going up.
It's always been the mind of the Major League Baseball, the union leadership, when they were smart, that any negative...
They were smart?
Donald Fear.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
I said when they were smart. It's okay. I know it's my accent. I'm losing my voice. I apologize, Big Dog. I will take an English course to improve my accent. So, anyway, it's what it's become, where the players look. The salaries over the last 6 years have decreased 12%. It's just it is what it is. The contracts of the journeyman in his 30s receiving a 3 to 4 year deal, that stuff's gone. We've talked about that. Mm-hmm. Where are you on the wrong side of 30? Even I didn't. 7, 8 years ago, I didn't understand that. And now it's very clear, are you on the wrong side of 30? There's a Yankee player, Aaron Judge, that when he finally is done with his free agent, or when he's going to be a free agent, he's going to be on the wrong side of 30.
Yeah, but he might be one of the exceptions to that rule, though.
It's very rare when they're an exception. And I was able to talk last week about what I believe it should be, performance-based, where they should get a minimum salary, whatever it is, $1 million, $2 million, and based on production. And the Major League Baseball Players Association will not go for that.
Hell no.
No. So it's bad news right now. They are apart. There's also... You've heard the term Super Twos when it comes to arbitration. For those that know and don't, I talked about this last week. Or no, yeah, it was last week where I talked about the issue is that Major League Baseball knows the owners are manipulating, and they've acknowledged it. So the players suggested that there should be a pool that after the first year, you are eligible based on performance for added incentives. So they're not re-upped or renewed automatically for the first 2 years. Because most players are not eligible for arbitration until the end of their third year. But you have some players that are brought up and they get service time. And if they cross a certain percentage, it used to be like 17%, the September call-ups, those people would get a chance for arbitration sooner. What the players want is for Major League Baseball to put up to $110 million into a pool of money, and the top 30 players, based on metrics, or in this case WAR, they would divvy up that extra money. They could still be renewed, a major league minimum, but based on their standing on the top 30, they would receive money. Major League Baseball was not against that idea, but their response is, yeah, we'll put in $10 million. The players want 110. So there is some give and take. It looks like the DH is done. And it will genuinely be a sad day because the pitcher batting, whether you agree with it or not, that has been the take for most baseball followers. The strategy of the game, playing the game through while the game is going on, wondering what's going to be done and what's going to be happening. Go ahead, McDonald.
What do you mean the DH is done?
The decision on the DH is done.
And
it's going to be
DH everywhere.
It's everywhere.
That sucks.
Which I've alluded to for years now, that we don't have an American and a National League. We have a league that has a better hitter and a league that has a better pitcher. That's it. It's basically one league. The National League teams are at a disadvantage. So, Big Dog, your comments on that, then we'll go to Speedy and Gridiron Girl.
On the
Major League Baseball situation right now.
I don't see the baseball season starting until June or July. They are at a complete 100% impasse. They don't even want to come to the table. They're both being stubborn. The players more so than the owners, at least in my opinion. They're crying about that they're not making enough money, that, as you say, salaries are down 12%.
The median salary.
Exactly. But the top tier players, the top 10% of the league, no offense, but I'm pretty sure 99% of them don't give a shit about the other 90% of the league. They want their money, and that's it. And if they
you mean like Trevor Bauer?
If they want their $25-30 million contract, and if that means that Joe Blow, that's the number 25 guy on the team, makes $3 million instead of $6 million, they don't care. So it's all about money for them. I mean, I may toot the horn all the time for the NBA, but the Major League Baseball really needs to look at the way the NBA is structured between the owners and players association. They work in unison. They both give, they both take, and pretty much there's harmony all the time between those two, because they realize the owners are there to make money, and they realize, hey, we're players, and we're going to make you the money, but we want some of that money too, and the owners do acknowledge that. So I think they need to look at that to see, what are these guys doing that every time there's negotiations, there's a problem, like when they had the stoppage last 2 seasons ago, and they worked it out, within days. Had that happened in Major League Baseball, the season would have been over. Because neither one wants to get, they're both pig-headed. And it's going to cost them. And it's going to cost them hundreds of millions of dollars once again.
Speedy.
Well, I have about 35 minutes. I told you that when the show started. So I've got a little bit of time left. But see, the thing that I keep getting asked is what Big Dog had just brought up is, are we going to have a season? Because they won't agree on anything. And, no, probably not till end of summer. They'll probably do it again what they did a couple of years ago. I just wait it out, and then finally go, okay, we're ready to play. And now what you brought up is interesting, the fact that, well, again, you're supposed to have 3 people, but you didn't even ask me about the whole Trevor Bauer situation because you only went to these 2, but it's fine. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm invisible for that conversation. But Sportsmedia.com this week, they did a poll on will he ever pitch again? And I'm like, Well, stranger things have happened in the league where they're like, "Oh, this guy did this crime, but it's okay. We're going to bring him back." And with Trevor, I don't think he'll be coming back to play for anybody. But as far as the league is concerned, with them coming to the table, like Big Dog said, they really need to do this and figure it out right now because we're already approaching Valentine's Day is Monday. Then after that, we go right into March. So they got to figure this out.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers were set to report on Tuesday. 17th, Monday. But anyway, Gridiron Girl.
I didn't even know they were on strike, so I have nothing to say.
Well, they're not really on strike. The owners have locked them out. So
Okay.
for us to say they're on strike, we just need to clarify that.
Okay.
Well, they locked them out because the players are dipshits.
So
Right.
any other comment on that one, Gridiron Girl?
No. I take the
fair
fifth.
enough.
Do you think Bauer will be back as a Dodger?
No.
Okay.
No, I do not.
All right,
Go on.
Speedy,
There.
why don't you comment on Bauer, please? I went over you, and I'm sorry.
Sorry, Speedy.
That's okay. 3 hearts and we only went to 2 of them. I see how it is, Scorekeeper. No, just kidding. It's all right.
Sorry, Speedy.
But like I said, I mean, if he's over here claiming, well, Your Honor, I'm sorry, but these pictures over here, they're fake. That never happened. I don't know what she's talking about. But all this stuff over here, yeah, that did happen. I'll admit that. But everything else, it's fake. So
No, Bauer never said it didn't happen. He always acknowledged that it happened and that it was rough sex. But he said it was consensual rough sex. But he never said, "Oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen." He never denied any of that.
no, I know, but that was what Scorekeeper had mentioned earlier, where he said some of the stuff was fake with the picture.
Oh, the abuse pictures.
Yeah, apparently there was an image that was released where it showed that, there was like a black eye. And his contention was, which he stated a few days ago, that the images released, he doesn't know where they got them from, doesn't know what. Obviously, that did not happen. I never did, as he said, I believe. He said he never slugged her or hit her or whatever.
And we talked about that when those pictures were first released. That saying, because I'm trying to remember how it went to see if there was someone else involved that was saying about the abuse or something, one of her girlfriends or something, and we were kind of bouncing it around, saying, well, maybe she had that done to her after the fact.
That I don't recall. But we did find out within a few weeks that she did file a claim against someone else. I believe it was a Pittsburgh player. And that one did not. That one also fell through. I don't think it was no. Was it a friend that did that? No, it was her.
It was her. And then she also had, I'm not sure if it was a filed report or not, but it was 1 or 2 Padres players that she was also with, and they both came forward and talked about what was, what the sex was. And it all lines up exactly all the things that she did with Bauer.
Ian, thank you for the question on that. Will Bauer still be a Dodger? Well, here's the thing. He is, as of right now, not going to be criminally charged.
Right.
Major League Baseball, through its illustrious commissioner, stated that the investigation will continue. And where a lot of people don't know and probably dislike is due to the baseball contract, the commissioner is the sole arbiter on this. And the commissioner can basically hand out what they feel is a penalty. Now, Can Bauer appeal it? Of course he can. But the way it's going to work in Major League Baseball right now is with the bad blood that Bauer has with baseball and even the commissioner's office, I don't see him getting away scot-free. And he can even argue that this is retaliation based on his past behavior and attitude. But to answer your question, Ian, will he be a Dodger? While the Major League Baseball conversation investigation continues, yes, he will still be paid. And until the commissioner's office makes a decision, then we'll know. But based on what happened, the Dodgers want out of the contract. They've gotten rid of Bauer almost everywhere. And granted, some of that was damage control, but if Bauer is not suspended or penalized in any way whatsoever, I don't see how the Dodgers can get out of the contract. They can try, and it will, whether you agree or not, it is damaging to the Dodgers and to Major League Baseball, this entire situation. And as I so eloquently, the Big Dog rejected when we had a conversation about this, they said, whether you agree with it or not, it ridicules, demeans, and takes down the image of Major League Baseball. Whether he's innocent or not, under the morality clause, it's very simply stated, and understanding union rules and labor laws I do, and yes, I'm a stuck-up son of a bitch, the impression of making your employer having to answer for your actions is enough to say you're making us look bad.
Oh, I remember this conversation now. Because I was just trying to remember what exactly, and then I remembered. And the reason why I disagree with Scorekeeper on this is if there are no charges, and the police decided there's no evidence to go forward with this, how can you put a black eye on baseball or the team for something you did behind closed doors with two people consenting to everything you did, and it wasn't broadcast? You didn't do it in a car where everybody could see you. You didn't have an open window. This was, sex between two people. Now, whether you whether you agree with the type of sex they had, it's regardless of that. So I don't see how what you do behind closed doors privately that they're going to say, oh, you're immoral. And that's because that's what they would dismiss him for, right, Scorekeeper?
No.
The morality is part of the clause.
No. See, and folks, forgive me for being a stuck-up, dumb little bastard on this.
No.
The morality clause is you make, in this case, the Dodgers and baseball look bad.
Okay.
And this is where I argued with Big Dog in the conversation that we had. Said, but this was done private. Well, that argument holds no water anymore. It's public. It's gone out. And under the morality clause, it's very simple. Why did you put yourself in this situation which has now become this situation? It is an awful, awful circular loop. You can't get out of it. It's known. It's done. You're bringing attention to baseball that's not baseball related. There's no other way I can say that. It's just you're making baseball and, in effect, the Dodgers as well look bad. Whether you agree with what happens or not, it is attention that the team in baseball does not want. And what does that include? The news that you were involved in something that many don't, some do, some don't, consider bad. Okay? It looks bad. Again, I know it's perception. And that's the morality clause. It's perception.
So the fact that he didn't come forward, he's not the one that disclosed this. She did because she was trying to make some money off of him. and possibly has done it before because of the Pittsburgh Steeler, some Pittsburgh Pirates player. You said
I believe,
that
yeah.
And what about the two? What about him? The Pittsburgh Steeler.
Well,
Pittsburgh
no
Pirate
one
guy.
knew about it until this
Okay,
investigation.
well, it came out now, so you go after him too, and you go after the two Padres players that came forward because they were also involved. Oh, that's also black eye to baseball, and the Padres and the Pirates.
Wait a minute. Do we know the names of the baseball players?
Yes, they came forward with the names. I remember seeing the Padres names.
Okay,
They named the two players.
But
Oh yeah.
they said they knew of her and what she was like. That's all they said.
No, they said we slept with her, and this is what happened
Yes, when you say they knew her, I meant it biblically.
in the biblical.
Okay. So, but there are no accusations against them. There's nothing like that. And the guy in Major League Baseball, nothing happened. It never made the news, and
You're talking about the
it
Pittsburgh
turned
Pirates
out
guy?
to be fake because she tried to file and the judge threw it out. Says, there's no merit to this.
Okay, so there's a history already of she's trying to do this. So and I'm no fan of Trevor Bauer whatsoever. But seeing that she did this before, she tried this again. I mean, I'm not saying he's a victim, but he went forward. You know, it's something that she enjoys doing, something he enjoys doing. They're doing it behind closed doors, and because she decides to make money off of him by exposing all this, he's suffering for it, and he's going to lose what 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars because of what she wanted to do.
Well, let me answer that indirectly. Having to deal with someone accusing you of stuff that you didn't do happens all the time, big dog.
True.
And the consequences are in the land of the employment. Unfortunately, this is a side answer. You can be accused of something and never know your accuser, and it will stay on your record. Life is not fair, and it is something that I have fought to get rid of personally, but it's there. I was accused of something that did not happen, and the only thing that saved me was the dumb bitch also accused a female. That's the only thing that saved me. And it's just a shame. And what happened to that individual? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. And I'm the one that suffered the ridicule. I'm the one that suffered career. It was a career ender. Not my union work. None of that. It was that accusation that ended it. So be it. All right. And I'm telling you, the only thing that saved me was that she was advised badly. Thank God. Was it fake? Yes. And the thing was, everyone knew it was fake. But bureaucracy must be served. And unfortunately, there are losers, and I ended up being a loser on it. I understand the way things are, right or wrong, they happen. But that was a tangent. Let me return to this issue again. Big Dog, there's never going to be satisfaction because of what I mentioned. It's a circular argument. Your statement stands on its own. They did everything privately. Okay, yes, Big Dog, they did. But they didn't because now it's out in the public. Whether he was accused of it or not, it doesn't matter. You did something that does not stand in good for baseball. And that's the morality clause. I point to the Yankee player, the pitcher. The girlfriend accused him of domestic abuse. He was suspended for a whole year without pay. No charges filed, no nothing. Nothing! Nothing happened. It was a fight between two kids. And he lost a year of baseball. Nothing happened, Big Dog, and he lost a year. Bauer was involved in whatever you want to call it. There's already bad blood in baseball. I told Big Dog this week, I said, he's probably going to get a month off of suspension.
Yeah.
No more than that.
Say that.
Probably.
Gridiron Girl, I think you wanted to jump in on this. And you can tell the topic is getting heavy right now, folks, because of the feelings and the law. A lot of it we know, a lot of it we don't know. And that's why we have these conversations. But I don't pretend to know all of it. I know my experiences. I know what I've been through. I know having to defend employees. I know it's very difficult. And the price that the individuals pay is much greater than the accuser, almost always. Okay, Ian. Okay, we can laugh, but in some ways I agree with you. But it's interesting that your comment about brains not to be the woman, I agree, but that may not be 100% right on, because as a Big Dog eloquently stated, when it happened a week ago and this week, he
did exactly
what she asked.
So is it beating a woman if she tells you? I mean, I personally am not into that extreme S&M.
I know. Look, we're grimacing, man. We're not.
It's a very touchy subject. You know, but as we said, it was done between two consenting adults. And he even asked her in the text, "Are you sure this is what you want?" And she said, "Oh, yeah."
Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning, Aisha. Yes, thank you for joining us. Folks, everyone has different levels of judgment. You can take the highfalutin road of what America is, what happens behind closed doors, and then what enters the public realm. America, and I'm going to lose the audience when I say this, it is still a Puritan country when it comes to acts such as these. I pass no judgment. I can only tell you it is not something that I think about or is even interesting in any way whatsoever. It's embarrassing, and that's the puritanical streak that I have. But the only reason why we're commenting on this is because he's in trouble. He's a jerk, and we don't like him. And we've said that from the get-go. I've seen so many videos of Bauer doing that stupid. I think he's imitating McGregor, right? With that stupid walk or whatever he has.
And McGregor is imitating Vince McMahon.
Okay.
The Vince McMahon persona.
Okay. And he's obviously imitating that. I, as an opposing pitcher, if I would see him do that, I would have rung his bell already several times. And you rarely ever see pitchers go after pitchers. But if I were the National League, I would throw at that bastard's head every day of the week and twice on Sunday. But anyway.
Yeah, McGregor could get away with it because he'll beat the crap out of you first.
Yeah, I said Bauer.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, I said Bauer. Because, as I told you, very good. As I've told you in baseball, I have two bodyguards as a pitcher. The third baseman watches that side, and the first baseman watches this side, depending on which side you're playing. And the first baseman's job, and you've seen him on YouTube videos, and Big Dog is probably disgusted when I get all jazzed about it. But there was a time that the pitcher was getting set, batter was coming up at him, and out of nowhere, the first baseman comes through and cold cocks the batter and flies through. And I'm like, that's right! First baseman did his job. That's the only thing he's supposed to do, is make sure the batter doesn't hit him. And I know it's bad. And Ian, yes, look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be dismissive. Being unconscious removes consent as an excuse.
Was she unconscious, though?
Oh, yeah. You beat me to it, Big Dog. We weren't there. And what she claimed did go before a judge. And I hate saying it was a minority judge. It was a black judge, Latin, whatever. She was a female judge of all things. And she said, yeah. I know, I just did. Yes, Mr. Speedy.
Yeah, let's bring this into context here, because going back to what you said earlier about being wrongfully accused, I've had that happen my whole life. And the funny thing about that is, the girl that I was dating at a different school one time, she told everybody, and it became public because it made our city paper here, where it was, well, did you really throw this huge gigantic rock at her that you somehow found at school? And I said, what are you talking about? And this other girl that she was friends with goes, yeah, he did. But when the police officers came and they investigated, they found no rock. There was nothing that associated me with any alleged throwing of assault on her. And then 2 years later, we all end up in the same job school, because that's what all the high schools do that here in the area. They send you to the job school, and then Anthony got interested in her. You guys know my friend Anthony. And I'm like, dude, that's the girl I told you about. And they started dating for a while, but then he figured out she was a pathological liar too. And I go, see, why don't you listen to me? Nobody listens to me though. So, but let's bring this back into context here about what Bauer did.
Okay.
In Chronicle Law, because I said this 3 weeks ago on the show about the fact of what happened on the episode of Cops, where the episode of Cops is where they're in Vegas and these three guys are walking down a street in Vegas carrying the flamingo, and they go, well, you're under arrest right now because you're stealing a flamingo. That's private property that belongs to them. And he goes, you can't arrest me. I was dared by my two friends. And he goes, no, all three of you are being arrested because it's a criminal felony. It's the same thing as if I go, here, Big Dog, you're going to drive my car, but I didn't actually give Big Dog permission, and the cops are going to go, do you actually have permission? And Big Dog's going to say, well, but, yeah, Matt Alvin gave me permission to drive his car. No, he didn't. You're under arrest for that because
if you told me here, you're going to drive me, that's giving me permission.
Yeah, are you in the car, Matt, when you guys get pulled over in this situation?
No, I'm not. I'm not present. See, that's the thing. None of us were present, and that's my whole thing with this is the way you guys were describing her, more so Big Dog, the way you mentioned her, she sounds like the ex I had that went off with Anthony for a while there. It sounds like she's a pathological liar here. That's my 2 cents on that.
Gridiron Girl,
What?
your comments. You know how this works.
Coming from a woman.
Wait, there's a delay.
Okay, fair enough. Your comments.
Oh, I'm good.
That's reassuring. Thank you for sharing. All right, fair enough. All right. I think we have spent quite a bit on this, folks, and it's going to be an emotional thing forever. But Bauer is going to be, once Major League Baseball is done. See, here's the thing.
Bauer is he is a administrative leave
which
Dodger.
is still being paid. Like,
Dodger.
yeah, administratively. He's an AL Dodger. Yeah. The thing is, Major League Baseball and Bauer have bad blood already. He has ridiculed baseball. He's attacked the commissioner. He's attacked the league. And remember, indirectly, I lost my shit with Bauer twice when he did the podcast in 2020 about, no, you don't understand. I've got to get my shit now. I got to get mine now. And I had commented, unfortunately, if Bauer would have been a lefty, it would have been perfect. As you know, lefties automatically have 10-cent dimes up on top. They're good lefties, but there's nothing up top. Instead, he's a righty with nothing up top. Bauer has been selfish from the get-go. He's had a bad attitude. He is not a teammate in the general sense of the word. He is a jerk. And he's on his podcast, every time he's interviewed, the guy's a jerk. And we said when all this was going down, we are no fans of Bauer. But we feel that we want to see this through. And I think Bauer got a good shape on our program.
Is he the John Rocker of the 2000s, 2010s?
He's turning out to be much more less illuminated. Oh, much more less. Oh, Pauline Therese is spinning in her grave right now. My English teacher. Anyway, do players receive salary during lockout? No, not right
Yeah.
now. There were some years ago, back in the 90s or 2000s, where some players got language that even if there's a lockout, they're still going to get paid.
Those are smart players. Those are smart agents.
Yeah, but they don't allow that language anymore. So no, he's not going to get paid while the lockout is still in effect. So, we're no fans of Bauer. I think he's a jerk. And when he lied on air about the spider tack, when he was challenging the commissioner, as you know, I lost my shit on air because I said, you're lying because being a former pitcher myself, when you use rosin, it does not have the substance that he implied when he was on TV and he had the ball stick to his hand. He said, that's rosin, folks. That's what's on the back of your mound. I lost my shit. I said, you are a liar. You are a lying sack of shit because those are not the properties of rosin. Rosin, folks, you can go buy it. It's called baby powder. What does baby powder do? It soaks up the stuff. It's not sticky. Does it have substances? By definition, if it soaks up stuff, yes. But go get baby powder. Have it do and see if it'll stick to the ball like that jackass lied on air. He was talking about spider tack, which is a whole different thing. And, look, dude, rosin doesn't do that. Go buy baby powder. You tell me if you can get the ball to stick to your hand in the exact same manner that he did it on national television. Those aren't the properties of rosin. When you mix rosin with other stuff,
Well, maybe you should do a test here live on the show with baby powder and a baseball.
You don't need to. Everybody knows baseball. Baby powder softens your skin.
yeah, guys.
That's why you put it on the baby. So they
Yeah.
don't get rash.
Yeah, the baby powder is going to stick to. Anyway, look. I'm saying specifically that baby powder is similar to rosin. That's what it is. It dries up the sweat on your hands. A lot of pitchers don't like to have the perspiration. See, if you use the rosin bag correctly, how often have you seen the pitchers go to the back side of the mound, and what are they doing with the rosin bag? Remember, they have the bag and they're flipping it up in the air, and where is it touching? Here, right? Gridiron Girl? You've seen them do that, where they're powdering here. So the sweat doesn't come down and mess up with your grip. So
I was only explaining that because we probably have, I don't know, maybe 5% of millennials who don't know anything.
Oh, there's a lot of people in our audience.
There's a lot that don't know what a TV player is. They don't even know what a payphone is.
They still have them outside courts. Yeah. No, actually, outside the jails, they still have those. I've seen one over by the one in L.A. There is a payphone over by the Denny's. Mm-hmm. That one is still there, surprisingly.
Oh, by Twin Towers?
What's that?
By Twin Towers?
By Twin Towers, yes, in L.A. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the situation that we have with Bauer. I want to give a shout-out to everyone that's giving us likes. Gridiron Girl, of course, Aisha, Roz, Tony, thank you. And for everyone else watching us this morning, we appreciate your comments. We're going to get to, we're about 30 minutes late to the Super Bowl, of course.
Hold on. Actually, one
more. Big Dog.
One more baseball thing before we leave baseball. Former Major League outfielder Jeremy Giambi was found dead, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday. 47 years old. He was found dead in his mother's home right here in Claremont, just up the street from us, actually. And he only played 6 seasons. Of course, his brother was the more...
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. But he did play for the Athletics. And it says here that he signed that's Jason. So the coroner listed the cause of death
He's from
as
Covina,
suicide.
too.
It was suicide.
This was as of
He's from Covina.
don't have the date. Sorry, I know it was just a day or two ago where they I guess they did the autopsy, and they said it was suicide. It was first announced as that, and
Yeah,
then they
Claremont,
changed it.
folks, is not a mile away from here. I've joked because people come over. I know Big Dog has a different opinion this morning, but everyone comes over and says, "Man, you got fast internet." So, yeah, because I'm on the north side of the 10. Had I been on the south side, I'd probably still have dial-up. But because I'm blocks away from the Claremont colleges, I have blazing fast internet, which is nice. And I watch Star Trek on my internet.
Star Trek porn?
No, not Star Trek porn. Star Trek is my porn. Actually, Income Tax is my porn, but that's neither here nor there. So, earlier in the week, also Gerald Williams, someone who I'd actually met twice, and I had his autograph. He played for several teams. He was in his early 50s, I believe. He passed away. And that one was, I felt that one because he was a nice guy. And he got to play Major League Baseball. And he died young as well. Gerald Williams. I posted it on the Sports Talk with the Guys page.
And a lot were saying that Giambi actually played in the movie Moneyball, too, right?
Well, he's in the movie Moneyball. But
Yeah.
I don't recall him being in the movie itself. The character, Jeremy. As a matter of fact, Jeremy is the one that gets up and is doing the dance after the team got blocked. And he says, why are you dancing? And he gets down and stuff. He says, you dance when you lose. And then he slams the bat. That's the sound of losing. So,
we have to watch that movie later today or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else, folks? Otherwise, we're going to get to the Super Bowl now.
I have one story before I leave that will lead us into the Super Bowl, and that is, I'm not sure if you guys heard, some of you have probably seen on my post, but there was also another incident at SoFi at the playoff game with the 49ers where they won. We know about that. But on the other side of the stadium, there was a different incident, totally separate, where a father and son, this guy is a season ticket holder at SoFi Stadium, and it sounds to me like SoFi went, okay, well, we don't need this crew anymore. We're going to bring in a different security crew because he's never had problems bringing in his own medical food that he needs for his dialysis and stuff. But he had already been checked in too, which is crazy. And then said, no, you can't come in here with that. You need to leave. And all his son did was he just, asked for some space with the security guard. The security guard said that he shoved me. And his dad said, no, these security guards shoved my son wrongly for no reason. They're not cops, they're security guards. And I have medical issues. I've never had a problem with other security with my food. I don't think I should come back here anymore. And there was a huge lawsuit, and so he filed that too for him and his son. It's kind of like when me and my friend Reed had went to WrestleMania, and they were trying to tell him, well, you can't have this kind of food. My friend was in a wheelchair at the time before he passed away. And then, plus they were like, well, actually your seats are down there. And his dad was like, no. You both stay here. And we were like, okay. And he wouldn't. He talked to whoever he talked to at the stadium in Santa Clara. And he was, okay, we got better seats. I know where we're going. We were like, okay. We got much better seats than where we were originally to, because security had screwed everything up and tried to tell us where we couldn't go, despite us having tickets for our original seats. But it all worked out because you all saw the one photo I posted of the big WrestleMania sign on the LED board. That's a beautiful picture, by the way. I love it. So that gave me a better advantage too of the ring because security screwed up. So that's the other thing that Roger Dell addressed too in his press conference on Wednesday. He said, we're not going to have a fiasco. We're not going to have any fights break out. We've got everything under control.
I heard that. I don't know how that's possible. 70,000 people. You have to basically have, I think it's 4-1 or 5-1 when it comes to supervision. I mean, oh my God, we're talking about having like 20,000 cops out there or security. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. I mean, for him to say that there's going to be no fights, I mean, does he know LA fans?
No.
It's embarrassing, but LA fans are stupid.
Fighters.
Oh, fighters, right?
Yes, that's a perfect word.
Yeah, fighters. Yes. I didn't hear about the other thing, but look, Big Dog and I talk about going to many events, and we see it all the time, right? There's people jawing and being stupid, and it's all because they're drinking. And it's not all the time. I'm generalizing, but we just go to our seats and then we go back. Have we ever had to dodge anything? No, but we've seen it.
Just had dodged a baseball that one time.
Yeah.
From that guy that got hit between the eyes.
Yeah. Oh my God, we still talk about it. Big Dog and I were seated, and the guy right behind us, bam, shattered his glasses, man. And he stayed in the game. He was older than us by a lot. And first aid, and we commented about that. Man, first aid was there in under a minute. That was the old Dodger Stadium when they had solid security under the O'Malleys. They had solid security. But anyway,
because they cared.
They actually cared. It was safe to go to Dodger Stadium under the O'Malleys. Huh, Gridiron Girl? Oh, I guess you didn't like that one, yeah. But
Yes.
All right, folks. Yes, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, well, folks, Speedy, I don't know for how much longer we have you, but are you going to choose, even though Gridiron Girl mathematically, statistically, and everything won the playoff thing right now, it's done. She won the season and she won the playoffs.
She is the queen.
Yeah, and but before I go, I just wanted your opinion on that. If you guys had all this medical equipment that you had to go into, what were stopped by security when the security guards at the gate already checked you in, you're a season ticket holder, and they said everything's fine. But these other security guards that are by your seat where you're headed tell you, no, you can't come in, despite all this medical stuff. You can't bring that in here.
Well,
when you have medical
wait a
exemptions.
minute. You said it was medical food. That it was food
Yes.
and he had certain food he had to eat. That's not equipment.
Medical.
Because if you have medical equipment, like say an oxygen machine or whatever, there's no way security is going to stop you no matter who they are. So was it medical equipment or was it food that
No, it was
made for him?
it was dietary food. They had already checked him in, but yeah, I know.
You keep saying equipment.
No, he said dietary food.
Dietary food. That's what I said.
Right now, but he was saying
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is they already checked him in, but these other security guards by his seat told him you can't bring this food in. If you have a medical condition,
go ahead. Sorry.
if you have a medical condition that from your doctor, and you know what you're on, you know what type of medication you're on, but they're not letting you in, and they say you got to leave, which is what caused the son to react, because the son was just saying, remember, we have this 6 feet rule, and you're getting too close to my dad, and they shove him, and then after that they were like, no, you guys got to leave now. You shoved us first. And he said, like, we are leaving, we're never coming back. I'm immediately filing a lawsuit. I have medical conditions.
Okay, he has medical conditions. That's fine. I understand that.
Yeah.
Any major stadium, arena, or something like that, They all have signs that no outside food is allowed whatsoever. Now, if you have a medical condition, then you should go to management beforehand and call and say, I have a medical condition. I need to eat while I'm here, and I want to bring in my doctor's approved food that you guys can't or don't serve here. You don't say, oh, well, I've gone here all year long and they've never stopped me. This new security could say, well, we're new and we want to make sure we're by the book so we continue working here, because they're paying us an exorbitant amount of money. We're going to go by the rules. So who's at fault?
Okay. Excuse me. Was this at the beginning of the season, end of season?
No, he said this was at the Niners game.
Okay, so, all right. I, who have been in situations such as this, I love when I hear, well, we've always done it. Okay, all right. I'm going to take both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that means what? You've always been stupid, and yet your teacher never corrected you on it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
And also, just to quickly interject, you can say, well, security shouldn't have let you from the first place. So because they broke the rules doesn't mean we will.
Okay, yes. Now, I did wince when Big Dog said all stadiums have it posted saying you can't bring in food. I would only beg to differ by saying, what is the stadium policy? Because there are sporting events that do allow you to bring in food.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. They have it on their website that it's allowed. So I don't know if they screwed up or if the security team really is new or what happened. But regardless, he filed a lawsuit and he's probably going to win the lawsuit. I don't know. But that's all I have time for. Before I leave, I just got to say, go Rams.
All right. Got it. So
So
you're going for the Rams
so
then,
you're
right?
taking?
Well,
See, that's all we want to make sure.
Yeah, we want to make certain.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out in my brain, even as I'm speaking right now. Because what if the Browns come back and actually win? I mean, what
Just
was it like 40 years or 30 years or something like that they haven't won a Super Bowl, right?
Well, Scott Warner,
Who?
I believe it's Scott Warner, right? Or it was Warner
Who?
that led the Rams Kurt Warner, thank
in
you,
2001.
who led them to the Super Bowl, and I believe it was against the Patriots,
Yes.
and
it
they
was.
lost.
No,
The
Corona
Cardinals.
won.
No, I'm talking about the opposing team, not the Rams.
Oh, the Bengals you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
Bengals
Bengals.
been like
The
50,
Bengals.
50, 60 years or something like that.
30 years.
Yeah, but what if they actually come from behind? What if they come from behind and actually win?
Who?
Since they've never won. That's what I'm saying.
Good
Okay.
for them.
So who are you picking? I mean, you could say the same thing with the Rams. The Rams could be way behind and come from behind and win too. Oh,
Yeah.
I just looked it up. So
Go
far,
with your gut. Go with your gut.
I'm going to go with... Go ahead, Big Dog.
No, you go ahead, then I'll do this.
Okay. Go Rams. That's all I'm going to say. I'll talk to you guys
Are
next
you
week.
taking the Rams or not? You have
Yes,
to say
I'm
it.
taking the Rams,
Okay,
definitely.
he's taking the Rams. Thank
Okay.
you.
Now,
All right.
I just looked it up. Outside food and beverages are not permitted in SoFi Stadium, with the exception of factory sealed water bottles of 16.9 ounces or less. So food is not allowed into the stadium.
There you go.
Yeah. There it is. That's why I was like, well, I made the comment earlier, well, just because the other guys did doesn't mean that
Yeah.
you've gotten away with it is okay.
Most stadiums, especially the new ones, do not allow food in because they want to make as much money as possible. Staples Center doesn't allow anything. You can't even bring bottled water in. Maybe sealed water. You have to prove that it's sealed. But I know open containers or like Starbucks cups and all that stuff, they make you toss.
Okay, that policy, not because of this, is going to be rewritten. I'll tell you why. In Anaheim, you can take in beverages and you can take food, but in Anaheim, you have to remove the lid. because
like this, right?
you're right. That cannot be taken into the game because it's sealed because it is a projectile. So that's why I was a little surprised that SoFi has it, that it has to be sealed. I'm like, oh, they haven't had something happen yet. That's why I said that one will be rewritten.
Well, they probably figure the people that bring in the sealed bottles are sitting way the hell up at top, and it won't reach the field anyways.
All right, fair enough.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Speedy. All right, we'll talk to you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at the big game, and it's going to be real good. I mean, the lead up to the game, it's been very exciting, and I'm really jazzed about it. So we're going to get to it right now. We're going to do our picks. It is the Rams 12-5 visiting the Cincinnati Bengals 10-7. The game is at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, and it's on NBC. It is at SoFi Stadium. You're going to be able to watch it on NBC, NFL Live on Yahoo Sports, the NFL app. You'll be able to listen to it on NFL Game Pass, Westwood One, Sirius XM, and TuneIn. That's not the entire list. There are others, but those are the primary ones. So, looking at the game, and we're going to share the screen now and get to it. The Rams on offense are 9th overall in the entire league. They're in the upper half. On offense, the Bengals are 13th. They are, again, also in the upper half. On defense, could they be more evenly rated? The Rams are 17th and the Bengals are 18th. But when you look at the numbers, the Rams are the first team in the lower half of all 32 teams. So we're looking at teams defensively that are,
middle of the road.
Yeah. In passing, this is where it really gets exciting. The Rams are 5th overall, and the Bengals are 7th overall. And when it comes to rushing, the exact opposite. The Rams are 25th, and the Bengals are 23rd. The last time these two teams played was a little while ago on October 26th, 2019, and the Rams at home beat the Bengals 24-10. So, if we look at the date and time, they were still playing in the Coliseum. So,
And the line is the Rams by 4. And if you add the numbers up, it's 56 for the Rams, 61 for the Bengals.
well, even knowing the numbers, thank you, Big Dog. I just went ahead and I'm going with my heart on this one. I am going with the
Raiders.
Rams. Yeah, sorry. I'm going with the Rams. So let me get this one right here. NFL Super Bowl picks. Forgive me a moment. I got to back up real quick. I should do it this way. There's only one game. So I got to get – this is the copy and paste cheap move. Oops. I guess I got to do it this way. Sorry. Copy and paste that. Here we go. So there's the game. Gridiron Girl, our illustrious visitor this morning. Who are you going for? Oh, Gridiron Girl, you may not have heard me. Who are you going?
She's walking.
But she may be signaling. Oh, yeah, she may be signaling. You're going with the Bengals, huh? All right.
Wow.
So Gridiron Girl is going with the Bengals. Speedy is going with the Rams. Scorekeeper is going with the Rams. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Dreem is going with the Rams. I talked to him yesterday. And he wanted me to make sure that he says he's going for the Rams because he is going on a Valentine's Day weekend with his wonderful wife. They're going to New Orleans to get away from it all.
You blew us away for Valentine's Day. Or you blew us off for Valentine's Day. Well, hey, you got your affairs in order, Dream. Good for you. So, Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Got to go with the hometown boys. The Rams.
Who are visiting. Kind of funny. They're visiting. So, Big Dog's going with... What was that? What was that, LVI?
What? What'd you call me?
You're wearing LVI right here. You're wearing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
There.
Appreciate it. So anyway, who are you going? Why are you going for both teams?
Because Von Miller, my ex-player from Denver, he's with the Rams.
But you're going to take the
And I
Bengals
Joe
anyways?
Burrow. Yes, I am.
She sounds so distraught about it.
I am. You have no idea.
No, I don't.
Well,
So
you
do
would
we have
if
any
I
other?
was there.
We need Aisha, if she's still on, and Roz, if she's still on.
They may be. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll get their picks very soon. But so far, there it is.
The Rams have a lot to prove, maybe, because a lot of their players, they've been doing a lot of talking, saying, that the.
Oh, really?
Well, a couple of, especially that one guy. Remember when they won? At the end of the game, he kept pointing his finger, saying,
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't really bragging, but it was more saying, I'm going to get there because our season isn't complete until we win the championship.
Wow. Yeah.
And with Stafford, a lot of people, that have been complaining about his career, especially in Detroit. And he comes here and, it just turned everything around. And sometimes that happens. You need a fresh start. And, for him, it's been a godsend to go to the Rams. I mean, it totally turned him around. So since Tony's saying Bengals.
Okay, I got him right here on the post. Just put him in right now.
Did you read what he said?
No.
No.
Oh, it says, we'll keep my losing streak intact. Go Bengals.
No.
27-24.
Wait, he had a winning record, though.
I have to check.
Yeah, he did. But go ahead and check, Big Dog. But yeah, he had a winning record. So I'm going to adjust that one. He put it down that the Bengals are going to win 27-24. Wow. Okay. So in the big game, you and I are going to be on different sides.
What's that?
Say ho.
I said no, Tony.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm going to correct the post right now to put it in. He said they're going to win 27-24.
Did you guys see who won the MVP of the year?
Yeah.
Big Dog, who won?
In just a handful of times, we have a back-to-back MVP. El Señor Aaron Rodgers won MVP again.
Wow, that woke me up.
I was shocked. I knew he was in the running because he did have a very good season. The team had a very good season, but I didn't think he was going to win it.
So how many MVPs is that now? Like 8?
4.
3, I believe.
Oh, 4.
I'll have to 4. Is it 4? I'll check.
I believe Aaron Rodgers was well deserving of being the most valuable prick this year.
And who had
There's
5?
no doubt about it.
5.
No,
Player, not prick. Player. MVP. Most valuable player.
Yeah, most valuable
not
player.
most valuable prick.
He was clearly.
Yes, he was.
But congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. Obviously MVP, folks. When you look at the entire NFL.
MVD, actually, also. Most valuable diva.
I should have seen that one. That was funny. The numbers that Aaron Rodgers put up, when you look at his age, folks,
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything that you can really say? It is unbelievable. But, folks, some people will argue that, well, it's a team game as well. Of course it is. Even the most valuable pick. He throws the pass, someone has to catch it. And no one ever differentiates between a simple catch to the circus catch. Yet it still shows as passes only and completions. So this whole thing about the GOAT. Oh, well, I don't see him playing defense. Folks, first of all, I know you're unhappy. I know you discovered that Santa Claus doesn't exist. I get that. And
What?
you're always coming up with stuff.
Oh,
And if that's your answer, that Brady never played defense, never kicked the ball, you know what? Go play in your basement.
That's idiotic because that's not his position. Anybody that says, "Oh, he didn't play. He can't be the GOAT because he didn't
Am
play
I
defense."
making this up?
That's
No.
stupid. It's not basketball and it's not baseball. This is a position-oriented league. I mean,
It's an award that's been handed out for years.
Yeah.
And for you to come up with those type of arguments, we don't want you to play here because it's.
I mean, I would have.
There are levels of stupidity that are acknowledged here. I mean, we exist.
Yeah.
But you see how humble we were. We both said, yeah, we're stupid. We get that. But even us are going to pull the line or draw the line somewhere. We're going to pull the line somewhere.
I'd have to look it up, but I believe there's been a defensive MVP of the league. In other words, an MVP
And a
that was
defensive player.
defensive
MVP.
player. I believe it's been a while,
Ronnie Lott, maybe.
yeah. They have
but
to.
the funny thing was,
He has been. I mean, well, he's defensive player of the year. Yes, there's offensive player of the year, and then there's
I'll
defensive
look
player.
it up right now.
But most valuable player, guys. It is an award that Major League Baseball has. There's an award that NBA has, the NFL. It's the one who basically led the league in everything, and he is the most valuable player. But unfortunately, those trophies just mean that you were the most valuable player. Doesn't mean that you're a champion, because he's not. He's
You don't
not.
get that.
He's only won one. So
I was, if it wasn't going to be Aaron Rodgers, I knew he was in contention. I really did. I figured if it wasn't him, it was going to be Brady.
I didn't think there was going to be anyone else, honestly.
I
But go ahead,
was looking at Brady.
Gridiron Girl. Oh, you really thought Brady was?
He had excellent numbers.
How about you, Gridiron Girl? Did you think Brady was going to be it?
Yes, I did believe.
Oh, wait. You know what? I may have screwed up that question. Who was your favorite to be MVP prior to this? I, myself, looked at the numbers. It could have gone either way. I'm not going to say that I predicted Aaron Rodgers. I did not. But I wanted to go with Brady. But when you look at the decision made, I can't argue with that. It's clear. As far as MVP, yeah.
Okay.
But excuse me. But what was it, Gridiron Girl? What was your comment? Who did you think should have been, as opposed to who actually did win?
Well, the popular votes can get it, and
Sorry.
friend, he's the guy that they're all looking at, because he's popular. His numbers don't lie, but I don't think they should vote MVP until after the Super Bowl, because that's when you get, there's still more games to play, and that's where you should do the MVP, not.
I'm actually going to disagree with her.
Okay,
Wow,
in Major League Baseball, the MVP is based on the season. It's not what you do in the playoffs, because not everyone gets to the playoffs, and the NFL is the exact same way. It's what you do during the season.
NBA also.
Yeah. So,
I know.
but you say that they should after the Super Bowl. I believe that will color people's opinions.
But then you get
As to
an
who
MVP on the Super Bowl, so it is what it is.
Well, there's MVP basically for every game. I remember when I had my baseball team and we were doing semi-pro stuff, you had to pay for the ump, $3. So I always got the team after the game. I said, okay, who is today's most valuable player amongst the team? And they would vote someone. And whoever the team voted for, I said, okay, you don't have to pay for the ump today.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Let me tell you,
That's good.
it was really cool. It was tough. And it sucked when the team was like right down the middle, because the team itself, voted for who was the most valuable player in this game. which I thought it was great because everyone was involved in it. But anyway, that's my personal opinion. Mr. Dawg, please.
Okay, 2 defensive players have won the MVP award. Alan Page in 1971 as a defensive tackle, and Lawrence Taylor
Oh,
as a
that's
line-
right.
as a linebacker in 1986. Also, Mark Mosley won in 1982 as a place kicker. He won MVP of the league.
Yeah,
Wow.
look,
Yeah, that one's surprising.
yeah, that one does surprise me too. But let me tell you, MVP in baseball is everyone, pitchers and hitters and fielders, everything. Some people say it shouldn't be an MVP as a pitcher. I agree.
People hate it when a pitcher wins MVP.
I don't think a player should be MVP, but when you look at the way it is, MVP could be everyone and anything. I just don't believe a pitcher should be MVP. But there are times like Steve Carlton
Yeah, I was gonna say
in 1972 or 73 when he was 27-10 for a team that won like 54 games. Something like that. He won 27 games. His
He won half
ERA
their
was a
games.
microscopic 1.5, something like that. It's crazy.
Didn't what's his face from the Dodgers, the one with the bad back? Didn't he win MVP or no? Or he would just win the Cy Young?
With the bad back. Oh, Kershaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he won MVP. In Dodger Town, he was MVP. But you know those Dodger fans.
Greatest fans in the world.
Well, when you look at attendance numbers, there's a lot to be said for the Dodger fan.
How many years in a row have they had 3 million
No one.
plus?
No one can equal what the Dodger fan base has done.
Because they've had that 3 million before that was even a thing.
Yeah. Didn't matter if the Dodgers would win or lose. They always drew 3 million. The Angels, on the other hand, finally crossed 3 million a few times. But the Angels are also very high, usually in the 2.5 to 2.7 million range. That's just Southern California loyalty.
Where are you guys at? Usually. You know?
I don't know, about 2.5 billion. I'm sorry, what was that, Gridiron Girl? I didn't hear that comment.
That's like half of your worth.
I mean, right now, he asked me what the Yankee attendance is. It's 2.5 billion, more or less. It's a worldwide audience. Look, when you look at videos throughout the whole world, what are they wearing? They're wearing Yankee caps.
All kidding aside, though, what do they usually average per year? Is it like 2.7 right in there? Or
Actually, it depends. They're between, oh God, if I remember correctly, 2.3 and 3 million. Yeah. Yankee fans are fickle. You win, they show up. You don't, they don't show up. There's no winning team. The Yankees fans don't go. They're not going to pay for that. Tony says, I think, oh yes, I think Andre Dawson won the MVP as a Cub when they were a below average team. Oh, Tony's being so polite. They sucked. And yes, he did. He hit 49 home runs. That was the famous contract during the lockouts, the collusion by the owners, 85 and 86. So at the end of the 86 season, no one would sign Andre Dawson. So he basically went to Cubs management with a blank check and said, I want to play. And they paid him $500,000 for 1 year, and he hit 49 home runs. Wow.
And did they compensate him well afterwards?
I think he did get more money the next year. But yeah, it was collusion, man. But Andre Dawson, that year, he was just banging him out, man. That guy could hit.
No.
Andre Dawson was the precursor to Vladdy.
Big Daddy Vladdy.
Never met a pitch he didn't like.
Yep, and his son, Little Daddy Vladdy.
Bastard. It's almost the same way.
Yeah.
But yes. Gridiron Girl, your comments. Super Bowl, everything, anything. What is your analysis?
I'm sorry.
So am I.
What? What the hell? When we get off, I am gladly to get off. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking.
I'm
Sorry,
having
guys.
flashbacks to our phone calls, Gridiron Girl.
What?
Trying to figure out what to make for
I'm
breakfast.
having flashbacks to our phone calls at work where I would
Hey.
always say stupid stuff to her, and she's like, "What? What? What?" Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, the reason why, and I don't know that you guys know, but I have two sons. One is a Raider fan, and one is a Bengals fan. So my heart is going for the Bengals. So I'm mixed, but I think it's going to be a great game.
Your older son's the Raider fan, right?
No, my teacher is the Bengal fan. He's the one with the smarts.
Okay.
It's
He
the
is,
younger one.
and that's why I knew as the educator. That's why deep down he's probably a Raider fan. No, he's a Bengal fan. Yeah, all right, whatever.
I'm just hoping
So
for an exciting game.
Yes.
This year's playoffs, I think, have been the most exciting that we've had in way over a decade. I mean, every single game has almost gone down to a field goal. So or overtime.
I'm scared about that one too, because you never know. The flip of the coin can decide, but you know what? Defense wins games. So as long as it's close.
And these teams don't have defense.
Right?
I'm looking.
Yeah, so it's going to be, they're evenly undermatched.
I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, something like 42 to 36.
Yeah, Burrows he's for real. He
is the first rounder, right? For number one pick to make it to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Heisman?
Won the college championship.
Okay, well, at least he'll be able to be in that commercial that Big Dog and I so fondly talk about. Did you ever see Gridiron Girl? It was about 3-4 years ago, where you've got 3 Heisman Trophy winners on the couch, and it was right before the Super Bowl. Might have been 3 or 4.
It was 4.
It was 4 guys, and they were all big name Heisman Trophy winners. And as the camera panned over, they all did the pose, right? They were really good at doing it.
Yes.
And then they looked over, sitting in a recliner was Joe Montana. And they looked at him and like, oh, well, he didn't win. And then he basically does this. I'm sorry, boys. And he shows the 4 rings right there. So you had 4 guys, not Heisman Trophy winners, without rings. And he had it. He's like, I'm sorry, what? And you can see the 4 rings right there. And they were just like, I think it was for the 100th year anniversary for football. Because then remember that commercial that debuted for the 100 years, and they had all those football players at the reception. Oh my God, that was an incredible commercial. Do you remember that one, Gridiron Girl?
Yes, I do. That was a good one.
God, that one was. I'm gonna go to it. We don't need sound, folks, so I won't get in trouble. But I'm gonna see if I can find the NFL. It runs for about a minute or so. It was really good. NFL 100. Oh, there it is. Commercial. Oh my goodness. Actually, it runs for about what? I guess it runs for about 2 minutes. Does it? Yeah, it runs for about 2 minutes. It's for 2019. It was a good commercial because like about 10. There we go. Okay, folks. We're not going to have sound on it, so forgive me. This is kind of cool taking a look at it. Here we go. There is no sound. I apologize, but check it out. The commissioner, Dumbship, is saying, welcome to the 100th anniversary, and see if you can recognize some of the players.
That's Peyton's
It's about
head.
football. Yeah. Oh boy.
Football, there's Howie.
Fumble.
Montana.
Oh!
Gridiron Girl favorite.
Oldies.
Terry Bradshaw. Immaculate reception. Great commercial.
Okay, I got caught up in the commercial. I hadn't seen it in a while. If you guys have a chance, I'm going to put the link in the chat room. Check it out. You have to listen to the commentary.
And
It is really funny stuff.
for those who didn't know, that the three older gentlemen that were in the blue
The Hall of
jackets, well, that was the '72 Dolphins.
Yes.
The only team that's ever gone undefeated.
And then when one of the players goes into the cake, one of the guys, I forget his name, the guy, not the cake. It was, folks, it was a damn good commercial. I did enjoy that one. And just seeing it again reminded me of that. And even the commissioner got it. He's open when he yells out. It's funny. If you guys get a chance to see it, it's fun.
And the other commercial,
And remember, everything blew up right after that.
the Heisman Trophy commercial with Montana.
Oh,
It's
you found it?
No, I didn't find it, but it's Montana with Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, and Doug Flutie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Joe Montana commercial.
Heisman Trophy.
Heisman. Oh, Heisman commercial.
Yep.
Oh, my God. All right, let's do it. It's 31 seconds. Check it out, folks. We're going to do it again. Let me see if I can get... Oh, there we go. This is a good commercial. It's fun. Okay, guys, check it out. I'm sorry again, there's no sound. Here we go. And they say game time. College football playoffs. Strongest team wins. Well, you know, trophies.
There's Flutie. I like how they all just...
I know you couldn't hear it because they were saying strongest team. They're talking about college football. They said, well, you know, strongest team wins. He says, oh, yeah, hey, you mean this? He says, oh, yeah, I got one of those too. And then they're looking over at Montana. And he says, what an accomplishment, boys. And he does the ring. Oh, my God. It was absolutely hilarious. That one is a good commercial as well. So I'm going to put the link to that one in the chat room. And I know Gridiron Girl may be having some internet connectivity issues. So we lost her. She came back and lost her again. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl on this one, Big Dog. I am clearly. Oh, there she is.
Maybe.
Hi, Gridiron Girl.
Hey, what happened?
Well, first of all, excuse me, I
What
burped.
happened?
Second, I don't know what happened. You tell me.
The commercials are messing up my internet.
The hills.
The commercials are messing up your internet. Well, I'm sorry, Gridiron Girl. I will cease
Thank you.
doing that. Sorry. I'm gonna try this cold coffee now. See how it is. Okay.
What, my coffee?
Yum.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Thought so.
I'm sorry. I owe both of you apologies. And if it was left to me to arrange this and make it happen, obviously I didn't. I was distracted, and I have no excuse. I'm just stating the obvious. I dropped the ball on this one. I talked about it, and I just this last week, I look at the calendar, and I look at my phone and say, okay, I know that today is the 12th. I know because I understand these things intellectually that the week happened, but for me, it's just been one damn blur. Sorry, I didn't even schedule the program until 30 minutes before. I had forgotten that I'd scheduled it.
How is that any different?
I always schedule them on Tuesdays. And if not, I usually schedule them on Saturdays. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know where that stick came from, but all of a sudden they got a stick up his butt. But that's okay. Look, you see a little smile? Like, whatever.
Who?
I still miss you, big dog, but damn. I when he finds that stick, man, I get worried. But
Now, you usually do program ahead of time. It's I don't know how many times.
what a dick!
I don't know how many times I've come in, and it's 5:59 and 32 seconds, and you're barely signing into the program.
Okay, that that has happened. That's why Big Dog doesn't give a shit anymore. He waits 15, 20 minutes. Like, okay, he's been babbling for that long. I'm in. I'll make my entrance. And he does. He makes his entrance.
Usually about 6:15.
Yeah,
But
he's-
today I made sure I was here like at 6:02, but someone was missing.
But she has kindly.
I was outside in the cold.
You were outside in
Waiting
the
for
cold.
the driver. Never showed. See this?
Okay.
Oh, see?
Oh, what happened? We lost her again? I didn't play any video.
No, it's her because I've noticed.
Oh, no, but I'm the one to blame because I'm playing commercials.
I've noticed it's her video buffers a lot, so
Yeah.
I guess the hills aren't that great.
Switching gears very quickly. What happened with the Lakers? No
They suck.
deals.
Oh, I knew there wasn't going to be a deal. There wasn't.
No one wants.
No one wants a bad contract. It's one thing if you're James Harden, Kevin Durant, one of the top tier players making $40 million a year. But for what Russell Westbrook has been playing, he is playing statistically his worst ever, or at least since his rookie season. And it's not getting better. You can tell his confidence. There is no more confidence in anything. And he was benched again. This time it was the entire fourth quarter. And he came out later on that night or the following morning saying his career has earned him the right to play in the fourth quarter. My answer to that was not this year. If you were playing the way you have a career that has shown that you should play in the fourth quarter, but you're not playing that way anymore.
Your career has earned you the right.
To finish games is what he said. To finish games.
Has earned you the right to be paid what you are.
Yep.
And whether you play or not, well, it's what have you done for me lately? Teams do this all the time.
And he has not done anything. And he is suffering from the Carmelo Anthony syndrome. What'd you say?
Her iPad died.
I don't know if you remember Scorekeeper when
This was Gridiron Girl's first live one. Many more to come.
Yes, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. Even though she didn't say that, I said it. But yeah, she says, my iPad died, no juice. She has very little juice. So I'll try to be back in a little bit. She's actually going to try to come back in a little bit. Thanks for letting me hang with you guys. Oh, no.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. It was our pleasure.
Whenever our guests join us, it's always a big deal. We've always enjoyed that.
So,
But I love it when people call us and say you're stupid. I said, our skills know no bounds.
so Russ, as I said, is suffering from the Carmelo Anthony syndrome from a couple of years ago, where he's always been a starter, but the skills are not there anymore, and he cannot accept the fact that he needs to come off the bench.
Isn't Carmelo Anthony on this team?
As we know, he was out of the league for a year or a year and a half until he came back last year with Portland with the new attitude, saying, "Okay, I'm going to come off the bench and do what I can for the 15, 20 minutes that I'm on the floor." And he has flourished, He is a potential Sixth Man of the Year award winner. The way he's been playing this year with us, he's great. I mean, he is playing spectacular off the bench. There is a lot of talk saying that once the All-Star break is over, that Russ will be coming off the bench to anchor the second team along with Carmelo. I don't know if Russ is open to that yet. I don't know who he needs to talk to or who needs to talk to him. But with Carmelo there, Carmelo's probably trying to give him some advice. Vince Carter would also be one to maybe give him a call and say, "Hey, I was a starter for years and years, but I had to accept the fact that my skills weren't there anymore, and I had to do what I could. If you want to stay in the league and be productive, you need to accept the fact that your skills are not there anymore." His shooting is horrendous, Scorekeeper. Absolutely horrendous. He is trying to make the Magic Johnson pass, and it just it's frustrating to watch. The team is frustrating to watch. The chemistry is not there, and we are stuck with him this year, and he has a buy-in for next year, and I doubt if he's going to turn down $48 million, $44 million, whatever the hell it is. I don't think he's going to turn that down. So we're stuck for next year also.
I see a comment by Aisha that I cannot locate, and I apologize. And I'm sorry, Big Dog. I'm not blowing you off directly. It's just I was trying to see it.
I see one that she said, "Well, thanks to an internet problem, I finally got back on. So what did I miss?"
Oh, well, we were talking about the internet. I'm sorry, we were talking about the Super Bowl. We need your choice, Aisha.
Yeah, that was at 8:11.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There she is. I'm not connected to the stream because I lost connection and the stream keeps freezing. Yeah, you are on, Aisha. If you can give us your Super Bowl pick here, that'd be great. If not, once Scorekeeper posts, if you can put it in the post.
I've already posted.
There you go.
So it's already up.
There was they released the top 15, the top 15 greatest coaches in NBA history. The echoes really bother me. I'm sorry. These were the coaches that were picked. See if you agree or disagree, Scorekeeper. Brett Arbach. Chuck Daly.
Yeah. Detroit, man.
Lenny Wilkins.
Oh, yeah.
Larry Brown.
Yeah.
That one's the Red Holtzman, 50s coach.
Yeah, I'd have to go by name on that one.
He deserves. Casey Jones.
Yeah, I'm not familiar,
Celtics. The Celtics coach in the early 80s. Don Nelson. Denver.
Yeah, but it's... yes.
Jack Ramsey.
Of course.
Greg Popovich.
Nah.
These next two I was iffy on. Actually, three of them. Steve Kerr.
What has he done? I'm sorry, team to the north. How many rings does he have as a coach? It's like, 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
Eric Spoelstra.
No. But whatever. Wait a minute, he was with Myanmar.
He still is.
That's the greatest coach of all time. One of
Well,
the top 15 of all time. Who did the guy Carlisle's fit? No, just kidding. That was he got choked out. Sorry.
Jerry Sloan.
As a coach.
Yeah. Okay. And of course,
Utah, man.
Phil Jackson.
Are we talking about this?
And of course, he had to be on the list. I'm glad they acknowledged it. The Godfather himself, Mr. Armani.
Yeah, oh my God, yes.
Coach Pat Riley.
So I was doing the hair back, folks. If I had hair, I'd be imitating him.
I believe he is the only person to win at every level in the NBA. He has a ring as a player, 1972. A ring as an assistant coach, 1980. Of course, he has multiple rings as a head coach.
Really? But did he win with his jungle ball over in New York?
Not in New York, but he came close.
Actually, no, I take it back. That's a term that we use in the playgrounds. What was their ball? They played hard. I mean,
it was
just jungle ball.
Yeah, it's of sorts.
I guess it was hard play.
Yes, it was very physical play.
Yeah,
and of course, he won as an executive.
Miami.
Yes. So he is the only person in NBA history that has won at pretty much every single level in that you can get to.
So were they ranked in that order or just the list?
They just put 15 out.
I guess it's better for them to let the fans.
If you were to rank them, even though I love Pat Riley, I can't put him as number one. I just can't. But number one would either be Phil Jackson.
I was going to say Phil has more rings.
Or Red Auerbach.
Phil has 11 rings, right?
Yes.
And he almost did something unheard of. 3, and then 2. He almost won. And that's when he was on the sidelines actually standing up and cheering for the team, which we had never, ever seen that. Or at least in decades.
I think Auerbach's got 11 also.
Yeah, because...
But Red Auerbach, though, what he did it in 11 and 13 years. The bastards. And it's like 6 of them were against the Lakers. Or 7 of them were against the Lakers. 8 of them were against the Lakers.
That's all right. Dodger fans, Laker fans, you always have your nemesis.
But we're tied with them.
Yeah, now you are.
The Dodgers can't say they're tied with the Yankees.
Now they have to win 2 decades worth to be in the conversation. They got to win 20 times to be in the conversation.
Because you guys have 26?
27.
27, excuse me. And the Dodgers have?
No excuse, big dog. Required.
Dodgers have? 5?
5.
But the Cardinals are in second, correct?
Yeah, they have 10 or 11.
But most of theirs were...
Boston is starting to catch up because Boston won in 04, 07, 11, and now 18. So the Red Sox are now the winningest team in the 21st century. They've got 4. The Yankees have 1 in this century. So right now, the all-century team is the Red Sox. Unfortunately. Of the new century, it's the Red Sox.
And for the NBA, it is the Lakers. Because they've won 5, they won 6 in this century.
Really? Yeah, because
excuse me, if we go by the actual, then it's 5. Because, of course, 2001 is the start of the century. Not 2000.
2001 is the start.
That's what I'm saying. But, some people say, 2000.
Oh, well, how does the league measure? Is it 2000?
2000.
Start? Yeah.
If it's the way the league measures it, then the Lakers have 6.
Okay. Look, if we're talking the real world, when you idiots are celebrating 1999 to 2000, all you're celebrating is a turn of the number. That's it. Because you're still in the same decade. You're still in the same century, as a matter of fact.
Seinfeld brings that up. I don't know if you remember that. when but when him and Kramer and Newman are fighting over their millennial or whatever it is party.
Yeah.
And he tells him, because Newman's all happy that he's going to have his party, and Seinfeld says, "Well, the century really doesn't start till 2001.
Yeah.
There was never a 0 year.
Right.
It's year 1." He's also, you're actually having a party for the end of the century.
You're
That's the
celebrating
beginning.
the last year of the century. Yes.
And of course, he gets all pissed and walks away.
Well, that's what almost everyone had. I myself was losing my mind because of people just being ignorant. So being stuck up as I am, Scorekeeper is, and I was like, whatever. So then when I started telling everyone it was a new century, they're like, well, that was last year. Okay, gee. It was the biggest joke on everyone. They chose to celebrate the last year of the century. That's all. It's not a new millennium. Just whatever. It was cool going from 1999 to 2000. I mean, it was, but we were still in the same century. Because there is, as my math teacher did tell me, 0 is but a place saver. And I said, but 10 is a real number. And he said, but the 0 is a place saver. Mr. Squires, men have been brutalized for less. And he says, what do you care? You're not a math guy. All right, shit. I'm exaggerating the conversation. He was a genteel soul. He knew math. He was so good that he didn't understand why people couldn't get it. He was that smart. He was. He would just get impatient, and I was having a flashback to what I would become, who's just impatient.
Since we're on basketball, of course, Thursday was the trade deadline, and the biggest trade.
And it was big.
Ben Simmons for James Harden. So Simmons went to the Nets, and of course Harden went to Philadelphia. There was a lot of bad feelings in Brooklyn about the way James Harden's attitude was, and the fact that once again he was not happy with the situation and wanted out. And he proved that no, it's not the money, because he's getting the money.
That's what I mean. He's getting paid, dude.
I know. And he's setting a bad precedent in the NBA where, you're like, I don't like it here. I want to go somewhere else. And ownership says, okay, well, we'll ship you out. They paid him, well, I'll take that back. Houston paid him an exorbitant amount of money. And he decided he didn't want to be in Houston. So he goes to Detroit. He goes to Brooklyn.
I'm sorry, Aisha. She's having trouble.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Aisha.
Go to YouTube. Try the YouTube page. Maybe it's on there. Or try our Twitch TV one. I'll see if I can get that one in there. But we're on Twitch TV.
Say hi to your mom. Give the queen a high five. Anyways, back to James Harden. It's setting a bad precedent that these players are asking for an exorbitant amount of money for X amount of years, 4 to 5 years. And the ownership is giving them based on the way they've been playing. And James Harden, for the longest time, was one of the most reliable players in the NBA. Missed hardly any games up until a couple of years ago. Last year and this year specifically. And he just didn't like his situation, even though he made a commitment to the team saying, I'm going to play with you guys for the next 5 years if you guys pay me $250 million, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And then the following year, you know what? I really don't like it here. Send me out of here. So Houston said, okay, you know what? We don't have a championship quality team. We will. You've given us everything you can, so we'll accommodate you. They sent him to Brooklyn. he goes and teams up with Durant and Irving. And then Knucklehead Irving pulls his crap. And Harden decides, well, this isn't what I signed up for. It's supposed to be the three of us, and it's only really the two of us, and blah, blah, blah. And
but that's funny. But didn't you sit out a year and got paid or whatever?
No, that was Durant that got hurt.
I'm sorry. I thought that was Durant.
No. This is Harden. I'm talking about Harden.
Yeah. All right.
So, and that's another one. Durant didn't, but his contract was up. He fulfilled his contract. I'll give him that. Harden, like I said, got traded to Brooklyn. It's not the way he thought it was last year, but that's because Durant was hurt. And he's like, okay, well, it's a mulligan. This year happens. The whole Kyrie Irving situation. Harden gets hurt. Durant gets hurt. They're in the middle of a 10-game losing streak. And, of course, they're supposed to, Vegas odds have them winning the championship. And they're having their struggles. So, once again, Harden's like, I don't want to be here. And the last game he played, because he's missed like the last 5 games with a hamstring injury and a wrist injury. His last game that he played to show that he did not want to be there against the Sacramento Kings, one of the worst teams in the league. Guess how many points he scored?
Wait. Stop moving. I can't see all the numbers.
He scored 4 points in the game.
Really? I thought it was 2. I thought it was my eyes.
Played 29 or 32 minutes, and he scored 4 points. And then has not played since.
But how many rebounds and assists? What was his plus and minus? Oh.
He had like 14 assists and 9 rebounds.
That wasn't
you
done
would
on purpose.
Yeah, that blew up on me.
But he was contributing then on the other side.
I guess you could say so. They still lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
I wasn't being a dick. I don't apologize.
No,
to Big Dog,
I know.
I know what Big Dog's trying to say.
No, you didn't know.
That was an accidental one.
And the thing that made it even worse, that was really eating at
Big
the
Dog,
team.
Scorekeeper being a dick. That's what made it even worse.
Is the fact that on the West Coast trip, which he went along with the team, even though he wasn't going to play with the injury and so on and so forth, the fact was, on the West Coast trip, he was spotted many, many times at his favorite place, the strip club. Throwing out the money with the bad wrist, and they had him. They showed him. I think he was dancing with on the floor even though he's supposed to have a bad hamstring. And that did not relate well with Kevin Durant and the rest of the team. And it's funny because it showed, because they did their all-star picks, because the Durant and LeBron were captains. And the way they do it now is you get your starting 8 players that are left, and they pick in between. It's a pick and choose. There's no more East Coast, West Coast. You pick your players. Harden was put on the reserve team. So there was another 12, 15 players to pick, whatever it was. Anyways, it went down to the last 2, and it was between Harden and some center. I can't remember who it was. And it was Durant's pick. Durant did not choose Harden. Even though his team needed more scoring, and they needed someone like Harden, Durant said, well, we need a defensive player to protect the rim in this All-Star game, because we need someone to play some defense. So I will go with
Yao Ming.
Let's say it was Joker. It wasn't Joker, but let's just say it was. I'm going to pick Joker. And LeBron had a clipboard. He put the clipboard over his face because he was laughing so hard. He could not keep a straight face because of all the BS that Durant was talking. So they were like, okay, you take him. So the final choice, LeBron, you get James Harden. And Durant, under his breath, you can hear him say, I'm happy with that. there was not any love lost whatsoever with Jim Harden leaving. The talk is Harden will probably. I think there's 3 games left before the All-Star break. Harden might play in the final one before the All-Star break. Now, as we know, Ben Simmons is having mental health problems, and he said he's going to get acclimated with the team and still stay with his mental health. Mental health doctor or therapist. Excuse me. So we're looking to see him debut with the Nets probably after the All-Star break.
So that supports what you were saying. And I apologize, Tony. I didn't see that one. I was too busy messing around with my Doritos.
That is true, Tony, but you still made a commitment to the team that are paying you $48 million a year, whatever the hell you're making.
And that's what I meant earlier by the money.
Yeah. So this is his 3rd team in 2 years.
This is unheard of.
Well, rest work.
What
4 team in 4 years.
No, what I was going to say was, it is unheard of the movement of all-stars in the last 3 to 4 years. Some of them 3 or 4 times in the last 3 to 4 years. Sorry.
Gridiron Girl says, what kind of Cool Ranch? I thought there was only one kind of Cool Ranch. Maybe
Actually, there is Cool Ranch for other flavors. Doritos. Doritos, baby. I mean, Gridiron Girl. Sorry.
I think I'm going to get you some ghost pepper.
They can hear it right here. I don't think I can handle that.
Well, I know. That's why I put it in there and not tell you. Nah, I wouldn't do that to you.
We always said, what would we do if we'd have cameras? Now you know. There were some really funny ones, though, Big. Oh, Joy.
What's that?
Just got an appointment scheduled.
You're still leaving at 9, though, right?
Yeah, because I have quite a bit to do. Oh, please do.
Not till after he does your taxes.
Yeah, but the problem is those other 2 guys aren't committed either. In Philly, you'll see Embiid and Tobias are committed.
Really? You don't think KG's committed?
Kevin Garnett?
No, it's KG. Not KD. It's Kevin Durant.
I know when you said KG.
No, I didn't. I said
Garnett.
KD.
I hear you. I'm very in.
A lot of other players got traded. One of the big names was, of course, CJ
Did you
McCollum.
see the look he gave? He really wanted to tell Scorekeeper to go to hell.
So the Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum era in Portland is over.
Irving is not, LOL.
Oh, yeah, no, Irving. Irving is, no.
It's done. I'm going to my calendar right now. Hold on a moment. It's open next Saturday. We'll be able to talk the Super Bowl. So I'm going to schedule Gridiron Girl. It's done. Seriously. If I have to go get you next Saturday, great. Big Dog will take you home.
I don't know if I'll be here because Kathy's days off change.
Sorry. So when's your next Saturday?
I will see if I will be here or not.
My Saturdays open up after this Saturday. Folks, I effed up. I start at 10 a.m. and I go to 11 p.m. today. No lunch break, no nothing.
You won't be
I
doing
really
it in
effed
May,
up.
right?
What?
In May? You won't have taxes to be doing in May.
What are we talking about? Why in May? Probably won't be any baseball.
Make sure you have either the 21st or 22nd open.
Okay.
Comic-Con Revolution
Oh, right over here? Okay.
is back.
I think I'll be able to do that. All right, fair enough. Okay, whenever Scorekeeper can do my on a Saturday, I want to see you two, Big Dog. Wow, that means
I
she's
know.
going to be live with us again.
I wanted my hug today and everything. I have to hug you now.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Well, there'll be no cupping this time, but there'll be hugging.
Say what?
Nothing.
I was busy eating my Doritos.
Yeah, I know.
Help me out here, folks. Tony? What did he say? There would be no what? Oh, good God.
You've replayed in your mind now.
I don't know. My imagination is horrible when it comes to you. Oh, that was a chair. That was the chair. Big Dog's here. Come on, Tony. Help me out here, man.
Tony's laughing.
He's a man of honor, though. He probably won't sell you out. Oh, son of a... There it is. I heard nothing.
Oh, I didn't even get that. I lost connection.
It's right there. I heard nothing. Thanks, Bill.
Might have to go back in.
All right,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I lost.
Big Dog, we're down to about 14 minutes. I apologize, folks. This is good. Cupping. Oh, my God. There's going to be none of that. Thank you, Gridiron Girl. So she knows that she sold you out, and yet she's going to be here next time. Oh, I lost Big Dog. Oh, my God. Big Dog. He's right there.
I don't know what's going on. It's not...
It's probably my old wireless thing. Switch to 2.4.
No, nothing's come up. All the... Oh, okay, there we go.
It's my little thing. Cupping, huh? Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I said there would be no cupping this time. There would just be the hugging.
Not going to happen.
You said 5.0? Okay, that's...
Someone just stepped on my grave, can you tell? Anyway, I did mess up.
You know what I've noticed, Scorekeeper? I mean, I'll get
A lot of people step on my grave.
No. I'll get this. Around this time is when you lose your internet connection, because almost every Saturday you always say, "Oh, I just had a problem. I just lost my connection," and it's about this time every Saturday.
I think that's the time Gmo wakes up and she starts streaming.
Okay.
Check it out, folks. This is what my calendar looks like for today. It's crazy, man. It is.
Hello.
That's it. There's the Big Dog. Oh, sorry. Now you're in. Okay, see, that's what my calendar looks like today. Starts at 10 a.m. right there and ends over here at 11.
What are the blues?
The blue ones are FaceTime appointments. The purple ones are visiting. And the yellow ones are new FaceTimes as well, but they're new clients. The blue are returning FaceTime clients or video clients, basically. So blue and yellow are returning and new video clients.
Has our Compton favorite contacted you yet for an appointment?
Who? Jason? No. And purple is returning in, and red are new visiting in. So those are the colors.
I don't see no reds.
I don't have any new ones today, but I've had red like yesterday, 2 of them. I finished at 11 o'clock last night. Oh, Gordy.
Was she there the whole time?
Say what?
Was she here the whole time? Till 11?
Claudia?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Your assistant.
She was not feeling very well yesterday. So she left on time.
Which is?
She thinks it's 8 o'clock.
She didn't realize. She didn't realize leaving is when you're done.
Okay, that's funny. But the shift is 6 to 9. 6 to 9. 6 a 9.
69.
Hey,
You wish.
we're all. Yeah, whatever. But I had 2 red yesterday, and a yellow. I had 2 blues, and I had 4 purple yesterday. But I had like 10 appointments, and just because I have an appointment doesn't mean it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So the times you have available, okay, I can see you right after the program is at about 10 normally. I will.
Or at 5 in the morning. Before
I will
before it
accommodate
starts.
you, Gridiron Girl. Oh
Excuse
wow!
me, I'm sorry.
All right, we're down to 9 minutes. I'm sorry, folks.
sorry.
I really the money makers in town, and I'm going to be busy. I really messed today because normally I schedule. If I'm here all day, I try to schedule at least a middle lunch, which is around 12, or at 5 p.m. But my Saturday filled up like on the last day of January before I could schedule my lunch. This is the only day I'm going to do that. So
Scorekeeper's going to shake his moneymaker.
today, yes. Oh hell yeah! They're ready to go. They're ready.
That's not
These are my
shaking
money
your money
makers.
That's not shaking your moneymaker.
Yeah, they are. These are my money makers. I don't have any such moves, Big Dog. I don't have the Brooklyn shimmy or whatever it is. Or whatever they used to call that dance where you just make it up. Very good, Big Dog. Big Dog knows how to dance. I do not.
I don't like to, but I do know how.
Okay, what? Check at OK. Next Saturday at 10.
Okay, thumbs up.
So I'm going to go pick you up. Is that the way it is? So this is funny. We're actually doing
Well, she wants you to schedule her for 10. So put that in first.
I will,
I'm
Big
taking
Dog.
over as your assistant, telling you what to do, just like she does. Notice how there's no denial.
Oh, wrong Sonia. Your ex-coworker's wife.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, oop, wrong Sonia.
ex-wife.
Oh, it's done?
Well, you told me that they were.
Shh. I don't know. Shut up, Big Dog. I even scheduled an appointment for you before. There she is.
Gridiron Girl?
Yeah, there she is. I'm using your MSN email. So it is now scheduled for in-house on February 19th. So Gridiron Girl is going to be here next week. All kidding aside, I'm good with the ride. Oh, so what does that mean?
That means she has a ride.
Oh, okay. There it is. You should get the email. Appointment's been scheduled. So it'll be good. When my assistant Claudia wanted to get into the calendar and receive all the appointments, I said, I think you just want access. I don't think I want to give you, notification. She goes, no, it's okay. Well, now she says,
I just want access.
Now she's like, your client's scheduled 24 hours a day. I said, yeah, and you think it's annoying on your end. She goes, man, my watch just beeps at all times. I said, yeah, so you're stuck thinking about me, right? She's like, no, I don't. I think of your annoying calendar. I'm like, oh, so I disconnect it? She's like, no. Well, I don't get it. Story of my life.
So you should disconnect it or.
Come on, that was funny. I don't get it. Story of my life.
See, you should disconnect it or at least limit her things because now it's annoying. So she's attributing being annoyed at you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are
She's
now
annoyed
annoyed.
with me. There's no doubt about that. So, but it's all good. All right, folks. I'm getting antsy. I think even Big Dog sees I'm getting antsy, and I'm sorry. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm sorry. But I enjoyed this morning, Big Dog. I owe you an apology again. I'm so sorry.
Nothing to sorry about.
Hey, call your kids. Maybe they can scan your document over. It's one document, right?
It's 2. They sent me something.
Oh, shh. Don't tell people.
That 1099G thing or something like that?
That's from yes. The 1099G is usually credit or an offset. Yes.
And also,
Taxes 101.
Once we get off the air, I'll talk to you about my stimulus 2 that I told you about. I have new information.
There have been 3 federal ones, so
Yeah.
you did not get the second one. That's what you're telling me.
No, the
There's 3 federal and 2 California.
The California one's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. We put $1 in there.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do it on air, we'll do it on air.
No, we won't. No. I never get my stimulus too. Oh, here we go.
They said no.
What?
They said you can't just put $1 and not put a reason why I earned $1.
I put it under interest earnings.
They said no. I talked to them Thursday because I said, remember when I called you and said they approved it? So I waited the 3 weeks, and I called them again, and I spoke to another girl. The other one was a guy, and I explained the whole situation again. She checked. She's like, I'm not sure why he okayed it. He shouldn't have, because there's just $1 here, but there's no corresponding paperwork to go with that $1.
Oh, they had nothing to match it with. So they're actually playing hardball.
Yeah. So she said,
Yeah.
you're not eligible. But she said, within the next, I take it back because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. She said in the very near future, there is a extreme probability that there will be a California Stimulus 3.
Yes, and do you know why that is? California residents?
Because there's all kinds of money left over.
Yep, and due to the GAN Act, whenever there's 2 consecutive years of surplus, it has to come directly back to us. So, yeah.
So she said the announcement is to be made soon, and she thinks they're going to make a different provision. She said the main reason, of course, why I wasn't eligible is because I'm on Social Security.
A lot
It had
of
nothing-
people did not get it. I've noticed that.
So they're saying that that might be the tweak, but she's not sure. But I just wanted to mention when you said about excess money in the NBA because of the trade deadline. Of course, there is the luxury tax, there is the limit, the upper limit, and then once you go over that, then you get taxed. It is also the inverse, where you have to spend. I knew you'd like that. Where you have to spend a certain amount of money. So there's a bottom line. And
A minimum, yeah.
the
Go ahead.
Oklahoma City Thunder are below that line by $29.5 million per league rules.
Yep. How much did they get fined?
Approved by the Players Association. Any money that you're under is to be dispersed evenly amongst all players under contract that are on the team at the end of the year. So that $29.5 million, if they don't go spend it on the buyout market, so you stay with the same amount of players, those 15 players will divide evenly the $29.5 million.
Okay. And what if they're repeat offenders? What does that happen?
Well, no, they're under the limit. Oh, you mean consecutive year? No, that's just a rule. There is no tax on that. They're just saying you have to spend.
You have to, and they're not.
Yeah, so they're at like say 104 million is the bottom of the barrel. They're at 84.5, whatever it is. So that money gets dispersed. So the ownership will get bumped to that point. So if you were earning, so it's about 1.7 million per player.
Yeah, because there's 16 guys
15,
on the team? 15.
So actually, you can do that, or I'll do it.
Say what?
You're eating your.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I was having a Dorito.
I know 29.5 divided by 15, 1.967 million. So $1,967,000 per player. As you know, just for playing. So they were making fun of it, saying that if the GM is on the floor and all of a sudden you see him on the phone, you do a full sprint to knock that damn phone out of there. Don't
bring anyone in.
Don't bring any more money in.
That's funny. That is good. I like that one.
But the Oklahoma City Thunder are the only team that were under the very bottom of the line limit.
Wow. All right, fair enough. Big Dog, I want to thank you this morning. I want to thank Gridiron Girl for joining us. Of course, Speedy, Tony in the chat room, Aisha, Ian also commenting as well, and everyone else that does it, both live in the archive. There it is, 9 o'clock. Don't get involved, Siri. I don't like you. And that's it. Big Dog, thank you. Take us away, young man.
All right, guys. Big game this tomorrow. I believe at 3:15. We didn't actually give the time.
Yeah. I thought I did 3:30.
Did you?
Yeah, when I announced it, it's at 3:30 p.m.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's
All
sports
right,
talk with
guys. So a lot of partying going on. Be very careful. Don't drink and drive. If you decide to drink, do not drive. Call a friend. Call an Uber. Call a Lyft. Call somebody. Don't get behind the wheel. Be safe. And we'll see-
Scorekeeper will
Yep.
be here at NDB Media World headquarters. I will have the game on several monitors, and if you want to come and join me, there will be food. Just let me know.
$5 surcharge to come in the door.
I can do a surcharge.
Well, maybe not surcharge, just a charge. No surcharge.
I can
Just
charge.
You could.
So we're going to be doing something here on
Or
Sunday.
you fill them full of liquids. They can come and eat and drink all they want, but then you charge to go to the bathroom.
I have a big yard, big dog. I'll lose.
You.
I do. I have a big yard. I'll
Where's all your
lose.
cats? I didn't see any cats whatsoever.
They're all in the jungle mode because of the high grass. They're having DNA flashbacks to their kin that lived out in the savannas. You know, the hunters, the cheetahs, and the cougars, and all that. Yeah, they're hidden amongst the high grass. I'll have to take a picture of the backyard so you guys can see it. There is a lot of life in this backyard, and that's why I'm having trouble because of the pollen. So, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my North Korean salute. We'll see you guys on the other side. Peace! Thank you, Tony. Wait, oh yeah, I gotta do it like this, yes. All right, we'll see you guys.